Hey guys, in this video today, I'm going to show you how to make a WordPress website step by step from A to Z without skipping any steps. I will show you how to get domain name and hosting services, install WordPress, add theme to your website, import fully functional pre-made website, add or delete plugins, edit or create new web pages, publish posts to your blog, add your own logo and site icon, add contact form to your contact page, and much more. I will be using all the free tools to make this professional looking elegant website. The only unavoidable cost is the domain name registration, which is about $12 to $15 per year, and website hosting, which is about $5 to $12 per month, depends on the service and service provider you choose. But even if you don't want to spend that, then follow my other tutorial how to install WordPress on localhost, and from there you can just continue with this tutorial again. To give you some insight of websites and internet, I have added one optional chapter on web technologies and terminologies, which is packed with very useful information. But if you think that you already know the basics and want to start with website making right away, then continue with this tutorial step by step or chapter by chapter. Considering the amount of information and length of this video, I have added table of content with the timestamp so you can easily jump or come back to the chapter of your choice. My name is Mazhar, and at Right Solutions I create tutorial for all you DIY people. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get the notification for my next video. Now, without any further ado, let's continue with this tutorial and start making a beautiful, good-looking website. Web development comes with a huge set of rules and techniques every web developer should know about. If you want a website to look and function as you wish them to, you need to get familiar with web technologies and a few terminologies. While it sounds quite complicated, but understanding how these technologies works becomes quite easier nowadays, and it's very simple to understand. You may need more time and patience to dive deeper, but I am sure that by the end of this tutorial, you will end up with a good sound knowledge and a beautiful website. If you decided to own a website, so there are two very important things which you need to know and you need to get familiar. First one is the domain name. And what is the domain name? The domain name is the address of your website that people type into the browser URL bar to visit your website. My domain name is rightsolutions.ca, YouTube's domain name is youtube.com, and Google's domain name is google.com. Last portion of the domain is called the top level domains. Like anything after the extension like say .com, .net, .org are the top level domains. There are country-specific domain names which ends with the country code extensions like .ca for Canada, .uk for United Kingdom, .de for Germany, .pk for Pakistan, .in for India, and so on. The next thing which you need to get familiar is the web hosting. Why you need to know what web hosting? Because websites are stored on a special computer called server, which stays on 24/7. When internet user or visitor types your website address or domain into the browser, then this computer or server will display your web pages, the website to the visitors on their screens or on their in their web browsers. So these two things were important if you want to own a website. But if you want to make a website like we are going to do it, so you need to know a little more. So let's categorize into two portions. The first one, we can say the front-end languages are the client-side development languages. So this is the part of the website that user sees and interacts with directly on your website. So it is the part of this is like fonts, their types, their styles, buttons, tables, images, graphics, overall color scheme of your website, the structure of your website, and the navigation menus, and the content of everything that's seen on the browser screens. Typically, these comes down to three main languages: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So this was the one part, and the second part is the backend or web server development languages or softwares, you can say that. So here are a few in my list here. So the first one is PHP, ASP.NET, jQuery, Node.js, Python, Java, Jamola, Drupal, and Perl. And these softwares does not stop here. Of course, to run these softwares, you need to have a web server, as we spoke about it. Your website is hosted on a web server, so you need to know there are software which runs these web server. So what the web server software do? It allows computers to act as a web server. And their earlier web servers, normally, if you go about 20-25 years back, so earlier web servers supported only the static files like HTML files and a few type of images like JPEGs, PNGs, GIFs, GIFs or something. But nowadays, they commonly allow embedding of server-side applications and delivers the requested files as acting as a virtual delivery man. So mainly you will see two type of web servers. It's Apache and Nginx. Now, of course, to run the web server software, you also need to have the operating system. I mean, I'm sure everybody's familiar with the operating system. You got Mac and you got Windows here, and you got Linux and something. So in this industry, what operating system does, an operating system is actually the software that directly manages a system's hardware and resources like CPU, memory, and storage, the space allocated for your website and the files of your websites. The operating system sits in between the application and hardware and make the connection between all of your software and the physical resources of the computer or the server that do work for your website. So you will see mainly two type of operating system. It's Linux and Windows. As I just mentioned that nowadays server also allow to embed applications to their sites. Keep all this data, you require a database. Now, what is database in simple words? You can say that a database is a place where the data is stored. The database is an organized collection of structured data to make it easily accessible and manageable. The choice of database engine largely depends on some other factors such as a programming language, the framework you used, or the web server you selected for this. But generally, the most common database which you will come across are the first one. I would say that MySQL, which is mostly used in most of the platforms, especially with the WordPress. And then the second one is the Microsoft SQL Server and Oracle. There are a few more, but these are most commonly used. And if I would conclude and phrase this above information which I just mentioned you about, Linux is the operating system that handles the operations of application. Apache is the web server that processes requests and serves web assets and content via HTTP. MySQL is the database that stores all your information in an easily queryable format. And PHP is the programming language that works with Apache to help create dynamic content, web contents. Knowing all this information, now we had come to know that you have a dynamic web content which need to be managed. And if you're a programmer, if you know all these programming and all these languages we just mentioned, so you can create your own platform. So you don't need anybody's help. So you can just go ahead and put your thought on the paper and just start typing the code, and you come up with the solution yourself. But everybody cannot do it, and people like us, we cannot learn 10, 12, 14, 15 languages, and they're endless, and they keep on growing every day. So what people come across is the content management system. What is a content management system? A content management system is a tool that makes it easy to manage website content without knowing all these complicated programming languages. So when industry recognized huge potential in the content management system, a variety of platforms started to offer their services for users who wish to put their businesses, their blogs, and their dynamic web contents on the net, and without learning all these programming languages. So there are hundreds of platforms to choose from. Here are a few examples, and they're active share in the market until recently while I was researching to come up with this tutorial. So of course, because I'm going to make this tutorial how to make a website with in the WordPress platform. So of course, the WordPress is the number one, which holds almost 65% share of the market. The next one is the Shopify, which holds 5.4% of the market share, and the next comes Joomla, which holds 3.3%, and then it's Squarespace, which holds 2.5%, and then it's Wix, which holds 2.4%. Then it comes Drupal, which holds 2.4% again, and then it's Bittrex, which holds 1.7%. Then it's Blogger, which holds 1.5%, then Magento, which holds 1.1%, and the next one is the OpenCart, which is also holding 1.1%, and there are hundreds of them which are collectively holds about 14% of the share market. But if we individually break them down, so they are holding 1% or even less than 1% of the market share in the content management market. So it's very clear choice right now. You can understand the WordPress is the way to the future of the websites. So what is WordPress? WordPress is an open source content management system. Anyone can use it for free and can modify WordPress software if wanted or if needed. And because it's an open source software, a lot of developers are creating free and premium plugins and themes to add almost any functionality you wish to see on your website. So websites like New York Times, CNN, Forbes, Reuters, McLean's, GM, UPS, eBay, Sony, Best Buy are using one or another form of WordPress platform for their content management. And now we reached a conclusion and we decided to go with WordPress. Now, if you're new, or maybe even some older user also, so you just go head to the Google and just type WordPress, and here, if you look for the WordPress in Google, so you will come up with the two versions of WordPress. So there are two websites which you will see: the WordPress.com and WordPress.org. You might get confused and may not know which one to use and what is the difference in between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. This is a very genuine question, and many users are still struggling after years of use. They're still struggling and not really sure what is the difference. Of course, if you research, you will come to the conclusion which I'm going to just show you right now, and I will also give you my preference why I choose that. So first one, let's look into the WordPress.com. So WordPress.com is a managed hosting platform. It is ready to go. You sign up and start making your website right away. You will learn, if you're making websites, so you will learn with the time that WordPress platform requires regular updates for their plugins and themes and so many things. So for this, WordPress.com, actually the platform itself takes care of the updates and backups and some security related matters as well. But the downside of this option is that you won't be able to upload your own plugins or your own themes. The customization is much limited unless you go with an expensive premium plan, a premium package. So let's look at the WordPress.org. The WordPress.org is for the website owners like us, like who want to be independent and want to build everything from their own and from ground and up, and they don't want to be limited. So if you choose the WordPress.org platform, you can select any hosting provider you want. You just shop around and see which web hosting provider match with your requirements or with your affordability. So you can select anybody and you can start, but you have to install WordPress by yourself, which is very simple. And I will actually show you in this tutorial how to do that. Many hosting providers are offering one-click installation of WordPress, so it's not actually a big deal right now. Another benefit with the WordPress.org that it has a much better customization options. You are able to install free and premium plugins or custom website themes, or you can create or design your own using PHP or CSS, and you can do just about anything you want to do with your website. So the conclusion, WordPress.org is more flexible, and it is used for the most DIY people like you and me. When it comes to getting a web hosting or registering your domain, there are so many options available. If you search on internet, you will find maybe hundreds of companies who are offering these services. I've been working with a few companies over these last 7, 8, maybe 10, more than 10 years. I had handpicked a few of them. So let's say first thing, if we just open your browser and let's go and try to search for GoDaddy.com, which has been actually a big giant on point of a time. I worked with them for almost 8, 7, 10 years, maybe more than that. So if you just come onto their main page here, and you can just see that they got few options. So the first option you can see, and they're showing about domain name plus email, and then there's another option for web hosting, and there's something called WordPress. So you're not going for WordPress because that is also a managed hosting. So we just don't want to. We just want to be free. So just go for the web hosting. Just select this option here, and look at their packages here. They offer different packages. So let's say the first one, which you can say economy, which is almost $6 per month. If you notice that most of the web hostings, they give you first year free of the cost of domain registration. So if you just look at the other options, they are offering a deluxe package, which is almost $8 per month, and then ultimate $17, and then maximum it's about $20. So we are not going as a beginner. We can actually select the beginning one, but I'm not actually going with the GoDaddy because I have moved on from the GoDaddy. So let's go and look for the second one, which is HostGator. So just type HostGator.com, and you will come here. They've been actually in the market for a while, and they were on a point of time. They were good too. I had my about 14, 15 websites hosted with them for almost 4 years. Just recently I moved quite a few of them from there. So let's see, they got 2 or 3 different options here. So the Hasling plan, which is a very economical one, and then the baby plan, which they offer actually mostly they recommend, and they offer good services with it. So if you want to, I would say if you're just testing it, you can go with the Hasling plan. But if you are thinking to just stick around with them, so you can just select the baby plan. It has unlimited websites, and of course you can see that one-click WordPress installation, and they're offering you free SSL certificates, free domain included, mostly for first year, and after that they will be charging you this. So if you go and select this package, baby plan, which is having some good options here. So let's go and see. Here's this, when you come to this place, so they offer you here that you can enter your domain name. You can search for any domain. If let's say maybe Right Solution, tutorial for Right Solution, something. Let's go ahead, try searching for this one. And if you just see that as you completed your tapping, there on the other end here, you can see there is an option, this pull down menu. If you just click on this, you will find most of these top level domain which are offered with this free package. So anything which is not there, so they will be charging you for that for first year. So let's say our domain is available, so you can say that this is available, and at the same time they're telling you one free year for domain registration, which is included your annual plan, and must be redeemed at the checkout. So anyway, let's see if you have your own domain, so you can just click this tag here, and from this one you can just add this domain, and it will show you that if it's available, so that domain will be used for your service. But because we are just trying to register a new one, so let's say go back to this one, and this domain name, whatever you choose, will be premium domain for your this package. So anyway, so just go down, and you can just see there is a second step. You will have to choose the plan. You can change the plan anytime if you want, and then the billing cycle. See, this discount which they were offering, actually about 65 or 64% off on the billing cycle. So that is selectively for the 36 months. So if you select a month, it will charge you on the full price of the package, which is about 11.95 per month, which is costly. So we are not going to do that. So if you want to go with them, so you better select the 36-month plan, which will give you about 65% discount. So if you selected this host, you can just fill out all this information which is required, and then you can just go and check out. But let's go ahead. I'm also not going with the HostGator because, as I just mentioned, that I had moved quite a few websites which were hosted with them to the another hosting provider, which is NameHero. I'm not paid for doing this video from neither HostGator or neither NameHero. So I'm just telling you what information I'm giving you. This information is on my own experience with them. So here, when you go on NameHero.com, so you will just see that they have a few packages here. So the starter package, which is on a full price, which is about $95 per month, and they are actually giving you discount on this one. So compare all these information in the packages, but as a starter, you can just go with the starter cloud. And of course, they're asking they use cookies, so just give them consent so they can just store their cookie here. For a starting point with the NameHero, you can just go ahead and select the starter point and click on Order Now. So it will take you to the next screen where you can actually put the domain name. So let's go and copy the domain name which we try to register with the HostGator. So let's say copy and paste it here. And of course, you can just use your own domain name if you have, like the previous one. So let's go and paste this, register a new domain in this here. So let's say the same tutorials, rightsolutions.com. So let's search for this domain. And let's say here you can see that it gives you the domain is available. And of course, congratulations that your domain is available and it is free. So if you look at the information given below here, the free domain, that means $12.99 for yearly billing cycle, free offer available for 2 and 3 years term. So if you had chosen to be with them for 2 or 3 years, so they will give you discount, and at the same time they will also give you this free. So just click on continue, and let's see. Now here again, they just give you the option that you can just select the billing cycle. First year, if you can see that the no discount on 1 year hosting, it is the regular price, which is $4.38 US dollar. So if you go to the second year, so you can just see that there's about 9% saving, and if you go with the longer term, which is 18% discount, so that is the package. And then below there are some upsells, like they just want you to select the backup package if you want to, but I'll possibly show you if the video has enough time. So I will try to even show you how to back up your website, so you don't need to get the service. You can back up your website yourself, and you can just port it and move it around anywhere you want. So we are not going to get any more services here, so just let's go click continue. On the next step, they will show you again for the domain configuration, that if you just want to get the DNS management, external DNS or something, and maybe if you want to get your ID protection, or maybe email forwarding. So at this moment, we don't need anything. If you can, if you need, you can come back anytime, and you can just order any product or any upgrade to their services. So it does not matter if you want to do it now, or you can do it later if you really need it. So let's come to this point here. So now you can just see the price of this 3-year package, which we're signing it. It's about $128.88 US dollars. And of course, if you look at the discounts, which is saving about $193.32 US dollars is saving. And if you look at the second part here, which is just showing you annual renewal of your domain name, which is $12.98 US dollars. So ordering your package with NameHero requires you to create an account with them. So if you already have an account, so for existing customers, you can just select this one, and it will prompt you for logging into your dashboard with them. But if we are creating a new account, create new account and provide this information here. So fill up all the information here. It requires your name, your telephone number, and your billing address, and the country where you live, and the province, and all this information. You can just fill it out. So after that, they just want you to tell them how did you hear them. So you can just select any of the option here. Maybe you can just say YouTube if you're watching my video and you're doing it. I'm enrolled with the affiliation program with HostGator and with NameHero too, and the links are provided into the video description. So if you decided to go with NameHero or with HostGator, so if you just click on that link and buy the hosting with them, your price will not change. You will not be charged more, but I will get a small commission, which will help me to run my channel. So it's just a piece of information. No rush, no pressure. So let's go down. Here is the account security. That of course you have to select your password. So let's go ahead down and look at the payment method and payment options. You can pay by credit card. You can use PayPal account. You can use Coinbase payment system. And now here they're asking you that superhero special offers, like after choosing this, then you have to just click on I have read and agree to the terms and conditions. If you want to read, you can just click on that terms and condition hyperlink, and it will take you to the page. You can read it. So then at the bottom, they're just giving you the information and the breakdown of all the charges, what will be charged to you afterwards. Of course, when you pay with PayPal, they put you in a contract with PayPal, and if you do not cancel this service before time, they'll be sending you a bill, and then most of the time it is non-refundable. So if you really don't want to continue after 3 years with them, so you have to just cancel your package. Don't believe that if you did not pay, they will cancel. No, you have to go and cancel your service most of the time. Read the information given here below. When you feel like you have satisfied what you want, so just click on the checkout, and as you complete the checkout, it will take you to the page which will confirm that you had completed the setup, and at the same time they will also send you they will also send you an email with some information on it. That keep that email stored somewhere, because that is going to be very useful for you, because in this this email this final confirmation of your account activation, you will get 2 or 3 different type of information. It will give you, of course, your username, and you have to remember the password, and then it will give you a URL until your domain name is propagated. If you just want to log in right away to your control panel or CPanel, so they will give you a direct URL, and then it will give you your name servers, your primary and secondary name server. It will give you also information about your let's say the server name and the server IP address. It also will give you FTP to use right away, and your URL, and some configuration for your emails. So collect this, keep this safe, and after completing your checkout, I'll see you on the other side, and then we will go actually and put our hands deeper into the website building. So I'll meet you there on the other side. So let's go back to the NameHero.com and log into our billing portal. So the billing portal is actually the place which will give you all the information about your package. So let's go ahead and click on this account button. It will take us to the login page, and use the credentials which has been given to you. For of course, username has been assigned to you, and you have your password. So just add this information here and log into the NameHero. And as soon your page loads here, so you can just see that on the dashboard, my dashboard here, it will show you the packages which you have with them. I mean, if you have any other product other than the package we purchased. So the first one, you can see it says My Cloud. This is the package which I purchased, and then the next one is the domain name. I have registered one domain with them. If you did not register, and if you're using your own domain, so you will not see any domain here, so it will just show 0. So the next one is about the invoices, if there's any unpaid, and this one shows about the tickets. Like if you had approached the customer service for some a problem that you need to solve, so it will show here if you have any ticket open yet. So okay, in my case, there was one ticket actually. It is closed now, so there's 0 ticket. So this was the recent ticket which you can see here. If we just click on it, it will just expand, and it will show you the details of the ticket, why this ticket was open, and how it resolved. Now let's say if you can just see on the left side here, this bar, it gives you all the information about your packet, and you can just customize if you want. So see My Cloud. If you click on My Cloud, this will bring back the service which is like showing you the product which I had with them. So in this case, it's turbo hosting, and then the pricing, and then it show also the next date where it will be renewable automatically, and the status of this product is active unless I cancel. So it will just show cancelled, however it was, or deleted or something. So if you just click on this NameHero icon, so it will bring us back to the home, and you can just see all the features again if you want to. The domain, if you want to buy a domain, so if you click on it, it will also show your domains. And billing, if you click on this, it will show you your billings. So you can just go back and check all the previous invoices which you actually have with them. So here in this menu, if you come back, it will show you the user, whoever the user is registered and logged in. And clicking down, you can just go and change a lot of information, like let's say account details. You can add or change the details if you need to. You can add users to your account if you need to assign possibly account manager or somebody. So you can just change them, or you can change your payment method. You can add more credit cards. These are the personal preferences. You can change on anytime you want to. So let's go ahead and log out from here, and let's start to approach our cPanel. So cPanel is the place where you can just actually go and install the WordPress. Most probably you won't need this most of the time. I mean, this is the place where you can just do some changes which are essential on the back end, adding some emails or maybe FTP accounts, or maybe running some other services when you're running a WordPress website. So most of the things can be done on the front end. I mean, on the dashboard of the WordPress. So let's say go back and log into our cPanel. You will get the information. Normally, it is your domain name, which has been registered with this package. Your domain name, and then colons, and they will give you some port, like maybe 4030 something. So use that login URL, and it will bring you here to this cPanel. So in the cPanel, again, you have to use the same your username and the password to log in. And as you click on the login button, so it will bring you here. So this is the cPanel. Generally, cPanel looks, I mean, all the hosting doesn't matter if you did not get hosting from the NameHero. Mostly the cPanel, what makes it more popular, because it is very similar. So you can just log in and it will always be the same. So looking at the general information on the right side, it will show you the information about the user who is logged in, and the information about the website, and then some statistics at the bottom. You can just see all the information. But right now we are here to install the WordPress. So simple thing is here, if you just reach onto the search bar here and type WordPress, and you will see that this WordPress managed by Software Class will appear. So just click on this, and as you click, it will bring you to this place here. So I have a lot of websites here, so you can just see it will show you my previous installations. But normally, if you are coming first time, so you will possibly not see anything. So just before we go ahead further, look at the top right corner here. So all these icons are buttons, and they will take you somewhere. So let's go back to the cPanel, and you can find, instead of searching, these WordPress application as well, the installation as well. So let's go and see these sections here. So scroll down to the sections named software, and in this software here, you can see all these applications and all these scripts which are available for you to install. You can choose any of these platforms, but we are instead of using these individually, let's go back and click on this Software Class app installer. So this is the platform which actually combines all your installations. So it will bring you back here, I mean, as a fresh first installation if you don't have anything. So you will end up here. So this will give you the information. If you look at the top three boxes here, so the first box shows you the installations, what you have on this package. So I have about 14 installations here. So the next box shows the outdated installations. I mean, the one installation which possibly need to be updated. Maybe the WordPress version has changed, or the update had come and I did not update that one. It could be possibly this our tutorial side. So the next one shows you that if you have any backup. So I have 0 of 2 backup. Let's go here and just click on the WordPress, so we can just start our installation. As we reach here, you can see that it's a very straightforward, simple thing. It will give you on the top, it gives you the information about the WordPress version and the date of this release. And let's say, if you can see that it simply says install. So if you just click on this install button, and it will show you this page here. So this is the place where we will do all the magic and make our website ready. So select the proper protocol. So HTTP and HTTPS, there are two protocols. Normally, now you know that most of the web hosting companies, they are providing free SSL certificates. So I don't suggest using HTTP. Just always use HTTPS for installation. So you don't have to face with mixed up content with the HTTP and HTTPS. So just select simply HTTPS, and then if you don't have any other domain registered with them, so your domain will show here. But because I have about, as I said, about 14 websites, so there are 14 different URLs. So let's go and select the tutorials.writesolutions.ca. So after selecting this, now you can see that the third box, which shows that in which directory. So don't enter anything here, because if you enter any name here, let's say if you just enter here my website, so your website will be installed. Instead of installing tutorials.writesolutions.ca, it will install after your domain / my website, or whatever the name of the directory you choose on. So of course you don't want to end up giving a redirect to your URL. So simply leave this blank, and after that you can just go back down here, site name. You can change it if you want, but normally we're not changing it, because we will change it into the WordPress dashboard. So you can change if you want. You can just leave it as it is. We can do this. We can do this editing, changing anytime from the dashboard of the WordPress. So here, admin, use some sensible name to you. Try to not to use common names like admin. Don't use admin. I'm using admin here because it's a tutorial site. After completing this, I'll just remove the site. So you can choose something which will be not very easily guessable. So people, hackers will not try to break into your website. So choose the password, and it's always suggested to follow their criteria of using a strong password. And as you selected the password, you can just hide or show password by clicking this button here. So provide the email for the admin here in the next step. It's important because you want to get the information if something happens to your website. So you will get an email from the from your web server that like some updates are coming now. After the installation, it will be sending the information on this email as well. The installation is done. So scroll down. There are a lot of information here. So we don't need to get anything. You can just see that's all these themes. You can select any theme you want here, but the WordPress always installs the latest theme of the WordPress, which is 2021 here. So it will by default be installed. So you can provide the email address here if you want to get the information when your WordPress installation is done. So let's go ahead and click the install button here and just wait here. It will show you the progress how it is installing. So you can just see it's very fast. It's done. That's why I love this NameHero. They are quite good. I mean, their new technology with their servers is quite fast. So here you can see installation is done. It's saying the software was installed successfully, and you can see that there are two URLs given. So the first URL is the website URL, and the second one is the login URL. So let's click on the our website URL and see how our website looks. So this is the website, how it looks now, right now. So you can see my blog, my WordPress, and then hello world. This is your website is online. So we will of course change it. So we'll not leave it like this. So let's go back again to the dashboard here, and now you can see that the second URL. Just remember that it is the admin login. So it's actually your URL of your website and /wp-admin. So if you can copy it, you can just open it in a new tab, and your login page will open. But we are not opening it from here. We'll just log in directly. So let's go ahead and log out from this platform. Let's go back onto the web browser and type your URL, and this page will load up. And this is the regular WordPress website login page. So from now on, anything you need to do, mostly designing your website or changing content on your website, adding posts, deleting pages, whatever the changes you want to do, you will have to come here. So let's go ahead and use the username which we selected at that time. We had selected the admin. So let's type admin and use the password which you have. I have a long one here, so let's go and click on login. So this is the first login to our WordPress website which we just created. So you can see that it gives you the welcome notification that you have just reshare. So you can just normally dismiss this and click it. And if you look at the dashboard, it will be very scrambled if you don't adjust. So let's go ahead and do some changes to this look, so it will be very similar every time when we come back. So just go on the right side here, and if you look at the top right, it says screen options. So click on this screen options here, and it will open up a little bit options for you. So just you can see it says site health status. It's ticked. We of course want to know if our site has a problem, so let it be. And at a glance, yeah, let it be. It gives you the information. And then the activities, then the quick draft, WordPress events and news, we don't need it, so let's deselect it. And after that, if you can just see that it disappeared. Now let us go and reorganize it. So it's very simple. You just click and drag. So just let's click on quick draft and drag it here onto the extreme right here. And then after that, let's say site health. So just let's pull this here to the next to that one, and then at a glance. And you can see that it is also giving you the information at a glance. It gives you the information about your website, how many posts you have, how many pages you have, how many comments had been. So anyway, let's go and see further ahead. You can just see that there are this plugin option. If you just click on this menu on the left side here, plugin, and it will load all the plugins which you have on your website. So normally we just had installed a new WordPress installation. So most of the web hosting companies, they had some collaboration with some plugins, and they actually encourage you to use this. But we are not going to use it as we are going to prepare it from the beginning. I'll show you how to install plugin and how to delete plugin also. So we'll just use a couple of plugins in this tutorial. So let's go ahead and see how to delete plugins. So let's say here, if you just look at these plugins, so just click on this box here, it will select everything. Now go on to this pull down menu and click on this and select deactivate and apply. So now you can see that all these plugins which were actually activated, they had been deactivated now. So now let's go ahead and delete them. So just again, click on this button and select them all, and select a bulk action, click on delete and apply, and it will ask you if you really want to delete these plugins which we have. So of course we want to, so just say okay. So the plugins are deleted. So now we have no plugins. So we will use a few plugins later, but let's see what is the plugin. A plugin makes it easier for user to add features to their websites and extend the functionality of the website without knowing a single line of code. Plugin actually is a software which contains a group of functions that can be easily installed to any WordPress website. I mean, let's say if you are making a personal website, but later you decided to sell some of, let's say you're a photographer and you're taking photographs and you see that there are some good photographs and you want to sell it. So you can start selling these photographs right from your website, installing a plugin, and start selling, receive money. But let's say you are a consultant and you are offering your service in your office, so you can just install a plugin, and that plugin will also provide the online booking for all these visitors who are wishing to book you. So these are the functionality which you can add with the plugins. So we will definitely use a couple of them in this tutorial. So for now, let's go ahead and see what else we have in this website right now. So click on these pages here, and you can see that all pages. So here we got two pages here. One is the let's say privacy policy page, which is a draft, so it's not actually displaying. It is just saved as a draft. And the other one is the sample page. So this was the sample page. And now let's go ahead and see how many posts we have. So click on the post here, so you can just see it loaded this post. So remember that our website showed hello world. So let's go into the user and see all these users can actually edit and manage here. So just click on the all user here, and you can see we have one user admin. So if you just click on this edit here, so it will just open up the control box, control panel for this user preferences. So you can see this display color scheme. So we'll go back to the default. I mean, I like working with this regular one. So let's go down here, and you can just see here nickname, which is a required name. So we have admin, so you can change this name to anything you want, but it is required, so you have to have. So let's say, for instance, you're a blog writer and you want to have your name to be displayed. So let's say you can put your name here. So let's say put your first name and your last name here. And now if we go down here, and now if you click display name, so if now you will have more options here. So you can display your single name for your first name or your last name, or you can just say your first and last name together, or you can just say your last and first name. So you got options here, so you can select any of these you want to. And now the other important thing is, which you really always need to possibly look after for users sometime, or maybe for yourself. So change the password. So here, if you click on this button, set new password, so it will regenerate the passwords automatically, and you can just even type your own password if you want to. Just click on it, and you can just type the desired password, but always try to select the strong password. So after making all these changes, if you are satisfied, so just click on update profile. You will get a message shows the profile updated. So this is the way you can just actually change for all these users who are registered on your website. So let's go and see the appearance. First option in appearance is the themes. If you click on it, and you will just land on this page, and you can see that there are 3 themes in your dashboard here. So what actually themes does to your website? So theme is the overall look, feel, and style of your website. Theme includes the settings like color schemes, layout of your all the elements, and the theme is directly the representation of your brand and your website, which actually leaves a first impression, a good first impression of your website to the visitors. And importantly, a well-coded and optimized WordPress theme can improve the page loading speed, and a badly coded can also drag it down. So you have to be very careful when you're selecting a theme. It actually plays a good role on how your website actually functions. So you can see here we got 3 themes. So let's see, we don't need 3 themes, and of course we are not going to use these default themes here. More the theme you have, you're having more files on your web server, so you don't need to carry a lot of inactive themes which you are not using. So let's see how to delete a theme. So let's say click on this 2020 theme here, and just on the right side bottom here, you will just see that button says delete. So just click on delete button, and your theme will be deleted. Do the same thing with the second theme as well. So now we are left with only one theme which is active right now, and this is 2021 theme. So we are not going to use this theme for our website. So let us go and add a new theme. Just click on this button here, add new. And with this here, you can see that there are hundreds of themes available, which you can just select any of these, and most of these themes are free. So you can just go and click in this search bar here and search for the theme name Cadence. This Cadence theme is actually the theme which I have used on quite a few of my websites, and it's a very efficient and well-coded theme which is performing good with most of the sites I actually used it. And it's the best thing, it is free, and it has a lot of options which mostly paid themes are actually providing. So let's go ahead and click on install, and let this theme be installed. So as the theme installed, just click on activate button as well. So this theme will also be activated. So now you can see after activation of this Cadence, the 2021 theme has been inactive, and it's gone on to the second number now. So WordPress always suggests to have one default theme installed. So this is the latest one. So we'll just leave it there. We'll not delete it. So your theme is installed, and you can see it is also activated. And if you look at the top here, it says thank you for choosing Cadence theme here. And at the same time, there's one suggestion which actually says install Cadence starter template. So the starter template actually gives you kind of a layout, and you can just do the customization. So this is a starting point. You can just select any of the templates. So let's go and install this starter template for Cadence. Let's click on it. The second option comes like after you select to install this starter. There are page builders. Now what page builder do, you will see in the future. So right now for this Cadence, one is the Gutenberg, which is basically the native theme a page editor for the WordPress, which is actually quite good. I mean, it's becoming very efficient, and I believe in future possibly you will not be in need to use any page builder. But right now, what I selected, normally what I use is mostly my favorite is the Elementor. And let's go ahead and select Elementor to also choose as a page builder. So now these are the templates which had built for the Elementor page builder, and you can choose any of these. There's some good one in it as well, like the Sprint Shop I had used in a couple of my tutorial sites, so it's a good one. But let's go ahead and scroll. I believe this online course, let's select this one. So if you click on this template here, so it will just show you in your customizer, and you can just see and look the feel of the website here. So how this page looks like the home page, and you can just go through all the other pages also. So it will just see like about page, how it looks like. And at the same time, the pricing, you can just see that they're offering. But don't worry about all these content and the titles, and look at the blog page here. So you can see how the blog page looks, and the contact page here. So you can just see that, okay, we have a contact page here. And like, let's say this contact page actually does not have the form to be filled in. So it's good. Let's get this template, and we will also install, and I will show you how to create your form for your contact page, so anybody can reach you by filling out that form, and it will send you their message. Let's go and see, look onto this, what theme actually can do here. If you look on these plates here, like optional change color schemes, these color plates are actually a very good way of changing the overall look of your website. And then at the same time, you can just click on a plate, and it will just show you, if you just pay attention, clicking on the buttons here, and you can just see how these look of the website changes here. So just scroll down, go to this section here. Maybe it will just give a little better look here. So if you just click on these buttons here, so you can just see the look is also getting changed. So let's go back here on the top. So let's select this one here, but you can change it anytime, or you can just come back in the customizer, and you can choose, or maybe you can create your own. Now look at the font family here. So the good thing, like, if you change these global fonts, it will affect the whole website, and it does not limit you here. Like, it does not mean that you had selected this and now you can use any other font on different places. You can choose any individual section of your website, or any individual page of your web page. You can choose any type of fonts you want to. So let's go and see how it affects your changing of all these fonts. So you can just see how it changes everything. So let's reset back to the default, and now it also shows you which plugins are required for this template. So it shows us two plugins. Cadence blocks. This is for the Gutenberg blocks. So then the next one is the Elementor, which is the page builder. So when you come to these choices here, so we are going to import the full website. So just let's go ahead and click on full site. So it will prompt you here, and it will show you import starter template, and it will also give the information. The Cadence blocks is not installed, and the Elementor is not installed. So when you say start importing, it will also install these plugins for you. So now just click on it and wait till it imports and finishes the website. It won't take long. It depends on the site you selected. If it's a bigger site, it will take a little while, but this site wouldn't take long. So just hold on, bear with me. So here it is. Your website is already imported. So you can just say, if you want to look how your website looks, so finished and view your website. So just click on this button here. It will open in a new tab. So this is the website which we had just imported, and you can just see that we already have our website ready. So just click on this, so you can just look at the blog here, and let's say you can see it's Hello World. If you remember that I showed you the Hello World, the post which was there. So let's go and delete this blog post here. So then we'll see how our blog page looks like. So just go and head back to, let's go back to the dashboard here. Click here on the appearance and click on post here and say all post here. And now you will see that previously we had only one post, hello world, and now we got 6 more. So that total we got 7 posts now. So this hello world, which was actually installed by default with the WordPress installation. So this is the time now we should delete this. So just click on this trash button here, and now this is being deleted. So now if we go back onto our page and refresh this, you can see that a post is gone, and now we got the look of our blog page as it was in our demo what we had actually seen previously. So now let's go into the pages and see how many pages we had imported. So previously we had only 2 pages, so just click on all pages here. So let's say here we are. So you can say that we had only 2 pages in the beginning, and now we got somewhere about 8 pages. One which is draft, which was actually a privacy policy page previously we've seen. So this was the sample page, and that was this privacy page. We can actually delete any of the pages if you want, but right now we'll leave it as it is. And so before we head actually to the customization of our website, let's go and get familiar with the few settings of the WordPress dashboard. After clicking on this, you will see our dashboard loads down, and if you notice at the bottom here, we can see Elementor also start loading their message. So let's go ahead and get rid of it too. So just uncheck this Elementor overview, so we don't need to get that every time. So every time you install a plugin, so it start posting their announcements in your dashboard overview. So you can just disable it anytime or bring it back if you need it. So anyway, so this is now, if you can just look at at a glance, now we got 6 posts, 7 pages, and 1 comment. Let's go ahead and click on updates. So we have the latest update of WordPress installed. Now let's go and click on to the media here. You can just see all these. If you click on this media here, any type of files you uploaded to your media library, like photographs, JPEGs, PNGs, maybe sound files, or any other video which you had uploaded to your website. So you will find them here. You can view them by category by pulling down this menu. You can change the view by selecting the type of media you want to see, and here you can also delete the items, but I don't suggest deleting items directly unless you're sure what you're doing. So let's go and look into the pages we've seen it, and comments. If you click on this comment, so you can just see that we have 1 comment, and that comment was actually posted by default when we installed the WordPress. We'll leave it here for the time being. We can delete if you want, but let's go next and see. Select check on the Elementor. So Elementor, this is the page builder settings. Normally you don't need to play around with this if everything is working fine, so you just don't change it. Clicking on templates, click on the save templates. It will show you if you have any saved templates. So we don't have anything here now. You can add new templates as well if you want to. So after this, let's go ahead and click on the appearance. Here in appearance, we had already seen the themes, and the next one is customize. We will actually work in customizer later, and the next one is widgets. So I will show you the widgets, and then the menu and the cadence and the starter templates, which we had actually used it. Now after that, if you just click on the plugins, you can see that now we have 3 plugins installed. The first one was the starter template, which we actually installed, and then the second and the third one, which was come with the import of our this template. So user, we had already seen the user and these tools. There are some tools which actually are quite handy for you. Like you can import and export your blog post and your pages. You can export the personal data. If you have users, and in European countries there are some data protection regulations which allows a user to request and delete their data which has been saved on your website. So these tools provide you all these options. We'll see in a detail if required, but normally for a personal website you possibly don't need to worry much about it. And at the same time, if you are not in the European Union territory, so possibly it should not affect you. So anyway, let's go back down to the settings which are important here. So if you just go and click the first one, which is general. So here, this is the place. Here you can change the title of your website. So let's go ahead and change it to RS tutorials, and this one you can just change it like to tutorials for DIY people, and the email administrator email. If you want to update, you can do it here. And then membership, if you want people to get registered and get the membership on your website, if you're running a membership website. Otherwise, just leave it unchecked. And then if you select membership website, you can also select the default role for the users. And now the next one is the site language. You can change your language according to the place where you are. And the time zone, you can just change the time zone of your website. So just select either UTC time, or maybe select the city you want. So I'm in Canada, so the closest one is the New York. So let's select the New York here. And you can change the date format here with this one if you want. And you can change the time format if you want. And at the same time, if your week starts on Monday, a few countries, their week starts on Sunday. So you can just change it according to your region. And after you're done with all this, click on Save Changes. And when the setting is changed, so next go back to the settings and click on writing here, the second option in the setting tab. In here, there's not much to change, but let's look at this default post category. I mean, right now, post anything to your blog. So the default category is uncategorized. So you can just add these default category here. So let's go ahead and actually add a category before we go further. So let's go click on the post tab here, and here you will see that categories. So just go down on these categories and click on categories here. So let's open in a new tab. So here you can add a new category. So let's add a category called news. So just type news here, and you can leave this. You can type slug here, but otherwise leave it. It will automatically create a new slug for it. So just go ahead and add any description if you want. Otherwise, just click on add new category, and after clicking here, now you will see on the right side here, you can just see that there are two categories popped up. One is news, and what is the second one is uncategorized. So let's go back to our settings and click on writing again. And now you have two options here. So you can just change this categorized to the news category. So now the next option, which is default post format. So leave it as a standard format. I mean, you can change it to anything else if you want, but normally you should be keeping it into the default post format. And the next options here, post via email, do not change anything here because WordPress handles it very well. And then save changes. After saving changes, let's go ahead and click on reading now. So this is the place here where you can actually change your homepage display. So if you select your last post as a homepage, so it will display your last post as a homepage. The same if you're not running a very active blog, so we should select as a static page. So just click on a static page, and at the same time you can just change the page. Just click on this pull down menu and select the page you want to be as a home page. So we have a page which is already named home. So the next option here is the post pages. So in here you can select the archive page of your blog post. So that is the page where all the posts will land. So we have a page already created while we imported the website. So we already have a page called our blog. So you can just pull down and you can change it if you want. You can just create a new page, say my personal blog, and then select this here. So all the new posts which you will post in your blog, it will show on that page. But we will leave it on our blog page. So the next option, it's a blog post shows at most, you can say 10, 15, 20. I mean, you can change the numbers if you want, but leave it as it is. Syndication feed shows the most recent 10 items. You leave it by default. We're not changing it. Now, for each post in the feed, include the full text or summary. Your choice. You can just leave it full, and after that, save changes. And now go to discussion here. Normally, you don't need to change much here, but if you really feel that you want to close the comments after a few days of your website, you don't want to have a lot of spam coming into your comments, so you can just possibly limit the days, maybe 14, 15, or maybe 30 days that nobody will be allowed if that post is old. But leave it by default. Normally, if you're running a blog, leave it unselected. People can post anytime if your blog is always up. So next, media, how your media should appear. So it will show you the sizes of your your images, thumbnail size, medium size, large size. You don't need to change much. Let it be as it is. And the last one showing that optimize my upload into month and year based folders. So it will be better organized. Your choice if you want to. I will keep it as a default. Save changes after this. And now let's go to the permalinks. So permalinks, this is actually very important here. Set this out in the beginning of your website and try to stick with it. I would suggest which is the most simplest and easiest to manage and recognize is the post name. So that's pretty mostly used. So I would suggest click on the post name. So click on save changes. Now click onto the privacy here. So this privacy, as I said, there are some data protection regulations in European Union and some other countries. I believe in US also, in California or something. They also have some policies to protect users' data. So you are by law required to have a privacy policy or the policy of using of your website, how you handle with the data. So they had created already a page, as we've seen that it was a draft page. So you can use that page or you can create the new one. So just let's go select the privacy policy page, which was on draft. And now if you say use this page, so this page will be used now. So you can say that your privacy policy page updated successfully. So now the next one is the cadence blocks. When we are going to do some customization with our website, so we will be using these blocks there, so you will know what these blocks are used for. So this was the introduction about the WordPress dashboard for you if you are first time. So it's handy to know your ways around before you're starting to customize your website. So now let's go and start customizing and plan how our website should look actually. Let us browse through the website we just have imported and see and plan what we are going to do with this website. So let's go through the home page first here. So if you can just see that this home page has quite a few sections here. You can see this running counters and then the popular subjects and the top categories. And then you got another big section here. This is the footer here, and let's go back to the top and let's see the second item in the menu is the courses, and courses has also two pages, sub pages as well. So let's click on the courses. The first one is actually the course list, and let's see what this course list got in it. It's the top rated courses section, then the list of the courses section, and if you can just see that this section also has a left sidebar as well, and then there is some hero image at the bottom, and then the footer. And let's go see the single page here. So the single page got some sections here, and we will see what we can do this. Let's go next to the next item in the menu, which is about page. And let's see this the top page of this about us page. We will definitely remove and put something else on this page here. And there are other sections. They got some photo albums here, and then the bottom section of this. Now the next one is the pricing. We do have the templates which we can import ready-made pricing tables. We will just do something. Possibly we'll remove this pricing item from the main menu and we'll make it as a subsection somewhere. And then FAQs section, and there something else. So let's go to the next blog page, and this is the blog archiving page here. So this is how it looks in the original page, and click onto the single post and see how it looks. And if you can just see, the feature image of this post is actually into the header or maybe top section of the page. We can change it if you want, but I think we'll just see how it looks. And I believe it looks pretty good. And at the bottom you can see if there is any previous page, you can just a previous mail, you can just click on that. So now there's a contact page. So let's see what is in it. And here, if you can see that we got this map on the right side here. But I think we will possibly move this from here, and I just try to add a contact form on this page. So your visitors can just directly fill this form and send you a message from your website from here. And we possibly will use this map somewhere else, and then the address area, and then also if you have a different individuals to be contacted. So we can just add them here as we have it here in the bottom. So now if you can see that here on the top we have a button here which says get started. You can just change the coordinate and maybe add some direct link to it. Let's go back to the home page, I believe. So let's start editing this page now. And as you know that we had imported this website using the Elemnetor page builder. So let's start editing this page, selecting from this top menu here, edit with Elemnetor. Click on it, so it will load the Elemnetor page editor. Here we are, and this is the Elemnetor page builder interface. So I think before we get started with editing or creating new pages with this, it's important, if once you know what is the interface and how these settings or tools in this page builder works, you will be flying very quick with all these techniques. And because this is the most friendly page builder I come across, so once you know how to go around, you will definitely be feeling very comfortable working with this. So let's see, you can just see the top here which says elements. So these are actually the area where you have all these widgets here, and the next tab shows the global. These are some features which are only available with the pro version, but the free version does pretty good job. You possibly, if you're not really into a very deep professional web making, the free version will do very good. So click on to the elements again. So these are all the widgets here, and if you look on the top, there's a burger menu. If you click on it, so you will get a few more options. So these options actually shows site setting. You can do this with customizer as well, but you can specify from here. For the page which you're building with the page builder, you can change the site setting from here. Then there is a theme builder, then user preferences, and then of course there's a search or finder button, and then a view page, whatever you were working on. You click on it, it will open in a new tab and show you the page, and then exit to the dashboard. If you click this, it will take you back. But okay, let's go. We are still working with this page builder here, so just click on this arrow and go back. And now here you can just see this top menu here again. It will actually, if you click on it, it will recall all these widgets where we are actually browsing right now. So these widgets area actually are divided into sections. So the one we are actually looking at is the basic. It got most of the widgets, are you can say the elements which mostly you will be using it. And then if you go down, it has a second category which is only for the pro version, and you can see they're having a lock icon beside it, so they are not unlocked. So you can just unlock it when you activate their pro version, but we don't need this much. So the next one is the general tab, which is actually very handy, and it get almost any type of tools which you just need for a general website. So it's pretty good collection of the widgets, so you can use quite a few of them. I will use some from here. And then the next one is for the site. So this is also for some professional website which is with the pro version. And then WooCommerce also have quite a few of them. If you don't have the pro version, you cannot use very much all this section. The last one, which is here with the heading of WordPress, these are the widgets actually which are the native widgets from the WordPress, and they are quite good. Most probably anything you need for a simple website, you have it here. So these are the just the widgets which you can use on your pages. And now if you look at this page here, you can just see that the top section of our page has some white border around it. So we will actually edit this section, and we will remove this border. I don't like the way it looks, so we will change it. But let's go and inspect our page first, how this page actually has been created. See what sections, what widgets, or what items had been used here. So just going through, if you could just look at this top area controller of this section. So if you just click on, you got three options here. One is the plus sign, which actually if you click on it, so you can add new sections. I'll show you further how you can do that. And the middle one, if you click on it, you can start editing this section. And then if you want to delete this section, so click this on across icon, and it will delete this section here. And let's go down and see the next section here. If you just see that the section is highlighted, and this section has 3 tabs, and every tab has a different widgets and different items in it, or maybe you can say elements in it. And the next, there is another section which actually has a divider in it, and the below this section has one column, and then it has another one. If you can see that there's one intersection, or maybe subsection, you can say. This subsection has 2 columns. One column got some text in it, and the second one is empty. So let's go a little more down there, and you can just see that there's another section which is having some enroll counters here. If you just click on any widget, so let's see how do you know that what item actually you're currently working on it. So if you just click on the on this pencil icon here, so it will load that widget into the editing area, and you can see that in the top box here, the name of the widget you're working on will be shown. So it shows the counter, edit counter. So that means you are actually working on the counter widget right now. So you can change the settings with it. So if you click on the second one, you can just see again the same thing here. So now if you go down here in the next popular subjects, if you click on it, you can just see that in this section we have two columns as well, and the one column which shows the popular subjects, and the second column is empty. And in the bottom you can just see that the next section has about 4 columns, and got different items in each column. And then there's a top category, and if you see on this top category also got 2 columns. One is a bigger, and the second one is a smaller column. And if you see what is in this column, just click on this pencil icon here again, and you can just see that it will show what item is this. So it says button, so that means if you want to edit this item, you can just click on it, and you can change all the setting of this button here. We'll see, we possibly will create a button in the in somewhere in our tutorial. So there's another section again, and this section also, if you click on this, you know that there are some settings we'll see in there. And then at the bottom here you can just see there's another section which actually shows many major companies trust us. Then after that setting, you can see there is another small section which has one widget in it, and if you just click on this pencil item, you will see that this is actually a divider, and you can change. There are plenty of dividers available here with the different styles. You can just click on this pull down arrow, and you will see there some options for you. Just select a double lines, or possibly click on dotted line, or maybe you just go down and click on curly, and you can just see how these divider will change their shape. So it's on the fly. You just change whatever you want to change in seconds. Now here, if you see at the bottom here, this section actually, if you click on the plus sign, or maybe drag any widget from the left menu on this, it will create a new section with that widget. So just clicking on this this plus sign, it will open up the structure of your of this section. So you can change or you can select any of these structures available, and it's not limited. You can just even after selecting, you can change the width or height of all the structure, and you can just even change the structure whenever you want. So the next item, if you can just see on this folder icon, if you click on it, it will actually open up for you the place where you can actually save, import, or use the previously saved template. So just look into it. These are the whole pages designed here, and this one shows my template. So in this here, you got few options here. So let's say there are Elemnetor's library, which has created a lot of pre-built blocks for you. So if you want to add some blocks in your page, you can just import these ready-made blocks, which makes your life easy. You can just search them by category, go through the list, or maybe you can just browse through whatever you want. And the next option with the pages, if you click on this one here, you can see there are pre-made pages. Most of them are actually pretty useful ready-made pages. Quite a good selection of these pages available. You can bring them, you can search them, you can mark them, mark them your favorite. And if you look at the right side on the top of this window here, so you will see there are some controllers here. So the first arrow, it says import templates. If you have downloaded any template previously, so you can just click on it, and it will open you the browse window, and you can just import your template. And the next one, you can sync it with the library if you have any templates unsynced, so it will sync it up. And of course this one, if you click on this button, so it will save it. So let's go ahead and close this window, and let's go back and start editing our page here. Let's go back onto the top of the page here, and let's see if you click on this plus sign, so it will open up the same selection widget menu which we had actually previously seen. So let's close it, and let's go and try to edit this section now. So if you click on this this menu here, and actually before we go further, there is a right-click menu in this Elemnetor, which makes it even more easier. So if you just right click on it, it will open up a new options for you. So clicking on edit section, it will open up the section onto the left editing bar here. And the next option is duplicate. If you just click on it, it will actually duplicate whatever you have in this section. It will duplicate the whole section. That makes even life easier. Once you design your one section, and then you can just go on working and keep on changing with this without going through the style changes and these things. And the other option is copy. If you copy, if you select this option, it will copy the whole section, and then it will give you option to either paste the whole section, or either paste the only style of this section. And you can also reset the style with this. And if you look into this option here, possibly the most convenient for you, you can just save it as a template. And let's go down, and there's another option which is navigator. This navigator is actually very handy tool. And if you want to delete this section, just click on this delete here, and it will remove this section from the page. So this was the right click menu. So just click on this edit section, and let's go start editing this section and see how we work with this section here now. You got a few options here. So in the layout settings here, you can just change the column width, you can just change the column gap, and then you can adjust the height of this column here. So you can just input the numbers, or you can just move through this button here, and this will change the height of your section. Let's go back to the 700, which was actually pretty with this template. So the next one, you can just change the column position. You can just change it to the column position. You can just stretch it or keep it aligned with the top or middle or maybe the bottom, and then you can just see the vertical alignment. You will just leave it on the default, and then you can just set the overflow if it is if you just want to keep it hidden. It's better with the template here. So you can just stretch this section as well if you want to with the full page. And the next option is here on the top of these tabs. Here is the style. So in the style section, you can change the background setting, normal background setting, and hover background setting as well. The position of the image, of if you're using any color, how it should appear on your section, and then the attachment of the image, and should it repeat or should it cover the whole section. So we'll just stay with the current settings here, and you can just also add the background overlay color if you need it. And after that, you can just go into the borders here. You can just see if you look at these corners here, these corners are actually showing a kind of rounded shape. So these rounded shapes are controlled here with this numbers here. If you say 0, so it will just remove all these corner to straight box, and if you put any numbers, it will change it. So we will just actually remove it, and because we want to just remove these white bars from the side, so we'll just make it 0 and select border type none. And if you just want to change any type of typography, from heading, from text color, link colors, or link and the text alignment, so you can just do these settings here. So now let's go to the advanced tab here and click on this, and you can just see this top white bar here. Actually, it's not a bar. This is basically the margin kept on the type. So the white background color is popping up through the section, which is actually showing as a design. So let's see if we remove this. You can see on the sides here, pixels margin has been set for the left and the right side, and the bottom has 0, so that's why we don't see any white border on the side. So let's go and change this to 0. You can see that the top bar has disappeared, and change this on the both sides as well, but if you just click on this chain button, so just hit backspace, so it will remove any setting which was there, so it will just apply all 4 sides with no settings. And now if you can just see the next option here, if you can just see the padding, and you can just see this it's set to 80. And what is this padding here? If you just go here in this one, the top alignment of your section, the next item which is in this column, it is about 80 pixels away from the top. So we can actually change it to 100 maybe. Yeah, okay, that sounds actually better. So let's go and update this. It will be applied to our page now. And here in this bottom settings here, there are a few important settings which you should know actually. The first button on the gear button on the top on the bottom left, it's a setting. So if you just click on it, it will bring up the settings of your page here, and like your website settings, and then the style. You can just change these styles, and then the same pro things here. And then the next one is the navigator. So this is very important to know. Now this, like if your page is filled with maybe 100 widgets, or maybe 10-15 sections here, so how to go some section which is actually hidden behind something. So this navigator or menu actually will really help you out a lot to just go in through or find out which section you are looking at it. So if you just click on this icon, it will hide just you'll be able to see which section are you working, and if it is in front of you, so you can just hide this and then work the item which is below. So you can just go through and see how this navigator is taking you through all these sections here. So the next option on these menus is the history, which is actually the actions which you had taken, or the settings which you have applied to this section or this page. So it is recording all these settings here. It's just like if you're working with Photoshop, if you're working with any graphics, so they have about some set numbers of undos. So this is technically that undo. So if you made a mistake and you just want to go back to this, so you can just go and select any of these actions in the history, and it will remove the further actions. And then the next option is next button is here, which actually is shown for you to the responsive mode of your website. And if you look at the top bar here, you can just see that you got 3 different options. The right now, which is actually activated right now, is the cell phone, a mobile website options, visual, and the next to it is the tablet. If you click on it, it will show your website how it will look into the tablet. And the third one is which is on the regular monitors here. So let's click back here and go back to the regular website here. And the next option is actually the preview button here. If you click on it, your page which you are actually worked on, and you just saved it, it will load you into the new tab, and you can just see that this page which we just updated, it has just appeared, and now you can see this page is different than what we had previously. It had 4 corners, curved corners, and was having white border around it. So now it is gone as we updated this. So let's go back again into the place here where we've been working. This was pretty much the interface of these tools which you will come across while you're editing. So let's go and see how we will edit some sections here. So click on this this text heading area here. So if you just click on this pencil icon, it will open up and load this into the editing area. So now you can just change the styles here. For instance, let's say click on this color plate here. So it will just open up the area where you can just choose the color or change the color. And then if you click on the typography here, so you can just change the size of the fonts here. Just scroll it wherever you want, or maybe just change the weight of your fonts, maybe transform them to uppercase or lowercase or whatever you want. And then you can just also change the height of the line, so letter spacing as well. So you can just see that how bigger space you want to give into your letter. And you can also change into the text blend mode too. And if you just go and select now the advanced here, so you can just see that our text is a little bit away from the next line. So that is keeping actually the bottom margin here. So you can just see if you just change this, let's say select into 10. Yeah, 10 is actually good. And just update this, and now you will see that our text has been changed. It's not smaller anymore, and it's not very far. Now the next column here, if you can just click on this column icon, so it will load your column into the editing panel here, and you can just see that you got the column width. You can change this width by dragging the line of the column, or you can just input the figures whatever you want, 50%, 20%, 30%, whatever you want, and then the vertical alignment, how you want the objects to be aligned. So it's set to the bottom, so this picture is aligned to the bottom, so we'll just keep it here. And then let's go ahead and replace this picture here. So replacing this picture, if you just click on this here, it will open up this page where you can just upload your file, or you can just choose any picture or any file from the existing media library. If you have an image ready, so just drag this image onto these images here, and I have one, and let's bring it here. So let's say this is the lady photographer image, which you can drag it into this library here and see all the details of this picture which you just imported. It will show you the size, and it will give you the name of this image. You can edit if you want. And before you insert this image, it's always advisable for SEO purpose. Always put alternative text for the image. So let's say I have one for my website here. So we'll just add this one. You can add the caption if you want, but we'll just say a lady photographer, maybe description as well. And this is the URL of this image after it has been inserted into your page here. So wow, here it looks nice. You can just change the setting, the alignment of how do you want this lady image to be appeared here. You can choose which one will suit for your website. So maybe you can just select this middle one here. It looks all right, and you can just change the size of the image, how it should appear. You can select your custom size if you want. You can say full, it will show the full image, or you can just say select large or medium, whatever size suits your website. So we'll keep it full. So you can just see the captions. If you want to add any caption here, you can just add it. You can just add the URL or maybe custom links to this lady. Possibly if she has her personal website, you can just load that personal website for her there. Now let's go and see if we want to change any style of this picture here. So clicking on this style, it will bring up this option which you can just scroll these bars around and change the size of width, height of this image. And now if you see that it shows normal and hover options here for you. So for normal it's okay. So let's say for hover we can just change anything. Let's the grow. So click up the update. See this effect. Now you can see that it shows Richard Bullock, and of course she's not Richard Bullock. So we can also change this. So let's go to the navigator here and see what this item is. So okay, so try to click on it and say unhide. So this is actually an image. So it shows you this is not a text. This bubble is actually an image with the name on it. So let's go ahead and edit this now. So if you go back to the section after selecting this here, so this is the Richard Bullock. So this is an image. You can see here on the right side it shows it's a top title PNG. So I have created also a PNG image for this lady with her name. So let's bring it here. So this is here, and you can just add the alternative text here. So now it is here, Sophia Tucker. So you can just change the settings here. Also, if you go to the you know that it's not properly aligned how it should be. So you can change the settings. Go into Advanced tab on the top here and look into the position here. And now from here you can just select the from positioning you can just select custom position, and then you can just change the orientation horizontally, and you can also change the vertical orientation. And of course you can just drag this with the scroll bar here, and it will just position wherever it wants. So let's put it 110 on the offset here, and then maybe 450. Yeah, that would do. Maybe change a little more, 120 here. So okay, now after click on update, and let's go and see how it looks into your website here. So you can just add some motion effects on this name tag as well. So just go and select some wobble to the right here. And now if we look here, so wow, this doesn't look very good because the lady also is moving and the name also moves. So let's just remove this hover action from this picture here. So let's go select none here, and now it update, and I think it will give a better yeah, okay, so that looks better now. Instead of the whole two objects move, one is good. So let's go to the next option. What we next section what we have it here is having some subsections here. So we actually, let's go and delete this section here. We don't need this section. Let's click on this button to get this be deleted. And then the next one, you also see there's a section which also has the space bar in it. So we also don't need to have this. So let's go and remove this one as well. And the next section, if you look at it, there's a big space in between this section here, and where the space comes in. Let's go into the advanced, and here you can just see there's a top margin set to 90, and if you just remove this 90, it will bring this section close to the upper section here. So of course we need some space here. So instead of a margin on the top here, let us add a spacer on the top of the featured course here. So just click onto this top button to bring the widgets in line here, and now find the spacer and just drag this spacer into the on the top of this featured course in the same tab here. And if you want to change the height of this spacer, just click on this pencil icon, and here you can change the height of this maybe to 70, or maybe you can also scroll the button here to change the size. So update this, and now you can just see into this page here. So our this section has a space in between, and now you can just also change the style of this heading here. So if you just click on this typography, and after changing this, you can just click on to the update, and the section is update. And now if we go down further here, you can just see we got this section of counters, which actually we don't need to have it on the home page. So let's go and click on this button to remove it, and then we have also this divider here. So maybe you can just remove this divider as well. And now as you can see that these sections are too close now, so you can just add one more section here, just possibly putting some spacer here, or maybe let's say, okay, add this section and one blank section, and at the same time go back and bring this spacer, and now you can just see that spacer has given distance from the text to the top section. So update this, and let's go bottom here, down here, and you can just see that these sections here now. Let us actually go through and see what we need to do with this here. Okay, maybe we don't need this section here. Let's if you click on this section, you can just see it is actually it looks like icon moving around, but if you see that this is actually a Mange carousel. So this one, let's say we normally don't need to have this section here, so we can just remove this by clicking this cross here, and possibly this one also we don't need it here. And you can just also remove this section here, and as possibly you can just see that this has this section has a spacer in between the top and the bottom section. Of your choice, you can just leave it. I think maybe we can just leave this section. It's not a problem here now. So let's go to the bottom, and this is the last section of our page here. So update before we go further somewhere, instead of losing anything what we right now worked at here. So let's go and now try to see how we can save a section of this page as a template, and we will load it into some other page here. So just let's go and select this section here with this 4 columns. So right click on it and save as a template. Select on save as template. Now give a name, so say a course name dash 4 columns, and click on save here. And now you can see that this is the first template which we have saved. So just close this up, this one, and let's go and save one more here. So just say this heading of this popular subjects. So again, select from this menu here, right click and just go save as template, and now popular subjects name. And now you can see that we have 2 templates saved here into our My Templates section here. So these are the templates available for us to be used in any other page anywhere, maybe on this one. So let's go ahead and close this options here, and maybe we don't need them anymore because we already saved them, so we can just delete them. And now this one here, let's delete this one as well. And now let's adjust the spacer here. Maybe it's okay now. So let's go ahead and update this section here. And now if you just reload your page here, you can just see that our page looks a little little clean. It's not very much loaded with a lot of options on the home page. So now let's go back and head back to the dashboard. So just click on this right option here, and just click on the exit to dashboard. This is the place where the WordPress native editor works here. So we will possibly create something, not now, but in further in this tutorial. So let's go. You can just click close here and go and click on this W here, which will actually take you back to the pages area in your dashboard here. Let's go and rename a page. Let's look into the page here, which is a single page. So let's open it in a new tab and see how this page looks at. So if you can just see, the heading of this page is fundamentals of digital marketing. Let's copy this digital marketing and see on the URL here, it says single page. So let's replace this single page with digital marketing here. So let's copy this one here and go back to the WordPress dashboard here. And now in this one here, just click on edit, and it will open the WordPress page builder. So here you can see the title of the page. So just paste this, what we copied here, digital marketing. And from here, after that, you just go and let's change the permalinks here. So just click on the permalink here, and on the slug area here, just paste what we had actually copied from the page previously. Now remember that slug is actually a part of the URL. It's a name of the page, and it do not take any capital letters or any spaces. But WordPress, if you save this, maybe update this one, so it will automatically replace the caps with the lowercase letters, and the spaces will be replaced with the hyphens or maybe dashes. So let's say after updating, let's go and view this page into the new tab again. And if you just see that it has changed from a single page to digital marketing. So this is the renaming page. So this was the old one here, if you can see now. So now let's look into that. If this page is also a part of the navigation menu, so that page also will be updated. The name of the page will be updated in that menu list here. So you can see that it replaced from single page to the digital marketing as well. So from here, let's go back to the WordPress dashboard again. So just click on to this WordPress icon, and it will take you back to our dashboard here. So now, as we had just seen how to rename the existing page, let's create a new page now. So just go on the top of the page here and click on this Add New button, and it will bring you back to the WordPress page builder. So this is the place where you can just add the title of the name, the page, title of the page. Let's say title this as our team. And now from here, if you just click publish and publish it again. And now if you just go and open this page into the new tab, you can just see this is our page which we just created. Of course, it is the empty page has no content. So we just want to create this page again. So we will use this Elemnetor page builder for this page building. But let's go ahead and see that you can also import from a design library, from KADENCE themes library. You can bring up the blocks from the sections. If you look into this here, so it has all the categories. So you can just bring whatever you want. Like you can say if you want to insert accordions, or maybe you have some options there. And if you want to add any testimonials, you can just choose one from a pre-built blocks. And if you want to bring up the hero image on the top section of the page, you can just bring ready-made template into your new page. And if you are building something about your pricing, you're trying to put in a pricing table in your page here, so you can just have a pre-made a few blocks, you can just import them. It's a full section, so you can just use them. And if not only the sections, you can just even go and bring from the starter pack the full page. Even if you just making any page, you can just select it from here, and you can also add contact to the library, so it will also import the pages here. But okay, we don't need it, we just can't cancel it. Let's go back and edit this page, or maybe just create this page with the Elementor. So just click on it and wait till this loads into the Elementor page builder. So here we are. We can just see that this is a totally empty page here, so we have no content in it. So let's go and click on this button here and add a section. So just select the single section without any columns here, or just one single column section, and change the content width to full, from box to full. And then the column gaps height, maybe you can just change the height as well if you want to. So let's go and say select the minimum height of 400 pixels. That should be good enough for as a header. So you can just see, select the column position middle. Yeah, that's all right. The vertical position default, overflow default. And now let's go and give some style to this header here. So clicking on the style tab here, it will bring up this background options here for you, the first one. So click on this classic button here, so it will give you an option to add the image. So let's go ahead and select the same image which we have on our home page, and let's yeah, I think it's this one. Yes, I believe. And look at the size of the image, so you will know that what image you are inserting in. So insert this. Maybe it's a good idea to add some alternative text for this image as well. It will help you in your search engine optimization. So here we are. So you can just see our header section is now having the same unified background which we had in our homepage. You can change the position, leave it on default if you want, and the attachment, keep it on default. Repeat, no, we don't want to repeat this, so just say no repeat. And the size, of course, we had actually stretched the section, so let's select cover. So cover, it will cover the whole section. Doesn't matter how wide the screen of this monitor is, so it will just get a little stretch to the whole screen. So let's update this. Now here, let's go and click on this widget selection option here. So just bring out these widgets here, and let's start adding some widgets here. So just click on the heading and bring this heading widget here, and let's go ahead and add some title to the page. So let's say we will make this as our team member. So let's say meet our team, and change the heading from H2 to H1, and I think centralize this as well. And now don't forget to update. So if you want to preview this, just click on this preview button and see now how our page looks here in a new tab. So that's the heading meet our team here. So now let's go and add some more widgets here. So just click on this button here to bring back the widgets. And now here, let's go and bring this heading and drop it this time onto that plus sign, so it will create automatic section now. So this is our second section here. So just click on this. Let's bring some text editor as well, and maybe we can put this space in between this heading here. And let's say if you want to edit this text, so let's say we will write it down here, our team of professionals. Okay, so you also can put some text here. So let's bring some lorem ipsum here to just make it as a paragraph. So just update after this. And now let's go add one more section. So click on this plus button here, and now this time let's select a section with the 3 columns in it. So here you can just see that the new section has these 1, 2, and 3 sections here. So click on the controller, and let's go and bring some widgets here. So let's say we need to possibly bring something. Let's bring this image box here. So let us create this our team here. So now click, make sure that when you are editing any widget, so just make sure that you are selecting the right object. So click on the pencil icon, and now let's go and give a name to this team member here, and possibly let's bring the image of one of our team members here. So let's select this. Maybe this is a small picture. Let's go and select possibly this one here. Okay, so go insert this, and now don't worry, we will change the size of pictures here. So just click on, make sure that you're selected the right object here. So now you can add the details, or maybe the little bit of information about this staff member. You can add text, it does not matter. And if this staff member has its own page or its own website, so you can just put this link here. So I'll put mine, mazursan.net. I mean, it's a tutorial site as well. So let's go and do some changes in the style here. So click on the style button here, and now you can just see the spacing here. You can just change the spacing in between the name and the photograph. If you don't want any space, you can clear this up, but we'll keep it on 15. And now you can just change the width of this photo here. I mean the section here, so you can just see how this image looks good here. So we'll keep it around 75. Okay, and then you can also give this radius to the corners if you want, but we will keep it just normal boxes. I mean, it looks okay. So let's change this photo size a little bit more, possibly. Let's make it about 85. And now let's go ahead and see if you want to put any hover animation here. So just let's say click grow, and possibly if you want to change any content styling here, so you can just change the alignment to center, left, right, or maybe justify it as suits your website style. So we'll keep it in the middle, and you can just see vertical alignment to the top, or maybe the spacing in between the title and the info here. So we'll just leave it as a default. So just hit a backspace after selecting this. So now let's you can add a shadow to it if you want to, but just let it be. We don't want it, so just reset it again. So let's go back again if you want to change the descriptions a little bit, but I think I'll leave it as it is. And now let's go to the advanced. If you want to do any changes here in advanced here, let us, I think, instead of giving this space to the picture here, let's go and give this space to the column itself. So just click on the column on the top corner here, and then let's go to the advanced and unlink this chain button, and then now let's give some padding on the right side, about 10, and then same to the left side, so it will have equal space on the sides of the photographs in between. So let's update this again. Let's if you notice that there is no space in between the heading paragraph and the photograph which we created. So let's go and duplicate this our spacer widget here, and let's drag it in at the bottom of our paragraph. So now you gain a little more space in between, so it looks a little better. So just click on it and see if you want to change adjust the space. So no, it's okay. So let's go back again and bring some more widgets here. So let's go and bring something, go down here, and let's say go select the social icons here, so we can just link the social media link of this staff member. So make sure that you click on the pencil here to just keep this widget active. And now here you can just click on the Facebook here, and you can just provide the URL of this person. Let's say we'll just keep simple facebook.com and / whatever is the URL of the staff member. And the same thing you can do with the Twitter, and the same thing with the YouTube. So let's go ahead and put our channel's URL here. So youtube.com right solutions. And now let's go add one more button into it. So what you can do is just click on this add button here, and now in this icon selection here, just click on it, and now search for the social media link which you want to add. So let's look into the LinkedIn. So let's type here a link, and you will see that LinkedIn icon is come up. So just click on it, and now you can just see that it is added there. So now you can also add the URL as you did with the YouTube, or maybe did the Facebook. So now after this, you can now go ahead and change the shape, how it looks. So like you can see now it's slightly rounded, and you can just change it to completely circle, and you can also change it to square. So it's your choice, whatever you want to. So just let's keep it on the circle here. And now you can just do the alignments left, right, to centralize it. We'll just keep it in the center. So let's go and give some styling here. So you can just see after coming to this styling tab, you will find some options. You can change the size of the icons here, whatever you want. If you just want to keep it as a default, so you can just hit select and hit backspace, and then padding if you want to just keep any padding, but I think we are okay with without padding. So space in between this, you can just increase the space if you're using 4 or 5 or 3, so you can just adjust them according to the number of icon you're using in. And then the gap in the row, we don't need to put any gap in between the row here. And now you can just put the border if you want. You can just change the look of the icon the way you want it. And hover icon hover, you can just possibly add something. Okay, so select the first one as a grow, so if somebody comes on, so it will grow, it will just show some animation here. So now let's go to advanced. If you want to do any changes, if you want to put some motion effects or background effects or a border or whatever, you can do it here, but we'll just leave it as it is, and let's go and select update this page again, instead of losing what we worked right now. And now let's go and find what do we add here now. So let's go, and I think we should also add some star rating for our member here. So just click on the star rating widget and drag it down after the media icons we just brought in. And just make sure that you are selected the right widget to edit. So here in this one, the content in the main thing, let's go and add some title here. So just let's say star rating by our clients. And you can also change the add some columns in it, so just give some space here, and you can just change this star rating from 5 to let's say 5 out of 4 out of 5, or maybe 3 out of 5, whatever the member has the rating. And you can also change the scale from 0 to 5, or maybe 0 to 10, or even you can add your own numbers if you want. But I think we'll just stick with the 0 to 5, which is very common. And you can also change the unmarked style, or you can just change the icon fonts if you want. So here, if you want to change the alignment, I think we should centralize it. And after doing this, let's go click on update. Here, our one member is created. So let's, instead of doing this all over from the beginning, let's do the easier way. So what we can do is just right click on the column here and duplicate this column. So instead of just creating the whole member again, you already have one member and you can just use it again. And then let's go and delete one column here. So we can see that we have still 3 columns instead of 4 after duplicating. It increased 1 column, so we got rid of it now. Again, let's do and right click again on this one here now, and then duplicate this again. And now also we have 4 columns, so just delete the 4th one again. So here we go. So now we have 3 members created. What we need to do is just replace the, instead of redesigning the whole section again, maybe whole column again, you can just simply click on this top icon here and start editing this member here. So let's go and bring this different member here. Let's select this one, and maybe let's change, give him a name now. So let's say it's not Ellen again, so Anthony Springer. So update this, and now let's go ahead and also look into the third member of our team here. So click the pencil icon and go and change the photograph here. So let's say bring this gentleman here now. Okay, so let's go ahead and give him some name too, Paul Lois, and just update again. So now let's do it even more easier. So now we have a section designed with the 3 members. So instead of creating again new section and creating 3 members, you can just simply right click on it and duplicate the whole section. So click on this, and now this section is getting duplicated. Go below down here, and you can just see you have exactly the same sections. And now what you see here in between, there's no space. So let's go ahead and click on this plus sign and click again on this plus sign and bring one section in between here, let's say single section, and maybe you can just drop a spacer widget here, and that's looks okay. Just maybe change a little bit to possibly 60. Yes, so now it looks good. There's a good space in between them. Now let's go ahead and start editing the way we edited the previous members here. So just click on this icon here, and let's go and bring this time maybe who we bring this here. So let's go bring this gentleman here, Philip Mutton, but we'll give him a different name here. So let's go and possibly give him a name like Anthony Springer. Okay, we already have Anthony Springer, but okay, never mind. We'll just use his name again. So let's go, and now the next one again. Go click this one again and bring different pictures here. So let's go and possibly select this time maybe this lady here. So one of our lady member as well. So of course she's not Anthony, so give her name. So maybe Kimberly Ellison. So update the page again, and now we have one page created with the 6 members of our team with their social media links and the star rating given by our customers. After adding the team members, let's go ahead and add some more sections here. So let's click on this plus icon and bring up this new sections here, and just click on the controller of this section, and let's go change this content width from box to full width. And now here you can just see, let's go ahead and add some color to the background. So click on the style button here, and then select the classic icon here. So this time, instead of bringing a maze to the background, let us put some color as in the background here. So click on this button here, and let's say you can add the color code here. You can just select this from the color plate, but we copy that code here and just paste it here. So now you can see that background color has been changed. So let's go ahead and do some put some possibly a margin here on the top. So just delink or maybe unlink this sections here, and just add on the top just maybe 50 or possibly, let's say, okay, change it to 60 here. Margin on the top, and now go back again and let's bring the section here. Just click this intersection here and bring it and drop it here. So now we have brought this intersection, which has by default 2 columns. So what you can always add or delete columns here. So just right click on it and say add new column here. So that's it. Now we got 3 columns here. So let's go and possibly do some changes here. Let's go bring some widgets here. So let's go and bring this time testimonials. Okay, so let's go add some testimonials for our team members here. So click on this pencil icon to activate this widget for editing. So just go ahead and select a picture for this one of our clients, you can say. Bring this photograph here. Don't worry about the size, we can just change it later always. So let's go ahead and I think click on this column here, some style to this. Maybe let's click on the advanced and add some padding here. So just click on delink it, and just put on the right side maybe 10 margin, and then on the left side as well 10. So I think that should be okay. So just go ahead and click on this pencil again, and now let's go change the styling. You can change the styling of the text, or you can just change the styling of image. So just click on this image and now drag this button here to just see what size you would like and what size should fit with your site, with your website. So let's go and change it to 100. You can change according to your style here. So just you can change the name if you want to change the title as well. If you want to add the shadow, you can do it. Otherwise leave it as it is, and in advance you can do any motion effect if you want. So let's leave it as it is and go and update this. So now you have designed one of the clients, and let's go ahead and now copy this. Right click and duplicate one, and then again this one also duplicate again, and now go ahead and delete the rest of these 2 empty columns here. So that's it. Here we are having the clients here. So let's say go and edit the second one here. So just click on this pencil icon, and let's bring the photograph of some different client here. So maybe okay, this one here, this gentleman here. So let's go here, change the name as well if you want. So let's give him a John Page, and you can also do the third one the same thing. Just click on the pencil icon, and let's go ahead and change it. Bring the new photograph for some of our new client here. So just click this one here now, and possibly giving him a different name. So let's say Justin Becker. So update this page here now. Okay, so now you can see that it looks pretty okay, but of course we should add some heading here. So let's go bring one more widget here. So just bring some heading here. Okay, not here. So just now above this intersection. So just click on the pencil icon and change the heading. So let's say what our client says. So you can change this heading to 1 maybe and just centralize it a little bit. Okay, now we just need to add some space in between here. So just go bring one spacer in between above that. Okay, that looks okay. So possibly you can also bring one more spacer at the bottom as well. Oh, not here, at the end of this intersection. So that's it. It looks good now. So let's go update this. Let's go ahead and add one more section here. So click on this plus icon here, and now here we got one more section with the 2 columns. So let's just bring heading here in the first one here, and let's say change this to say join our team, and let's bring one more section here, text editors, and just let's say add any lorem ipsum, and you can just possibly bring one more widget here. Okay, let's go and edit the section first here. So let's start. Click on this controller of the section, and let's go ahead and add some margins here. So let's say go put some margins on the top. Maybe you can say like about 80, 90. Yeah, that should sounds good. Okay, now it's a little too much, so let's go 60. Maybe delink it, and let's say change the bottom about 150. So we'll just leave from the footer a little more space here. So just go, and now let's bring another heading here, and let's say join our team. So let's say apply for career in. Now bring some text here again. So maybe you can just copy it and put the countries where you have your branches. So we'll put all over Canada, United States, Europe, Asia, wherever you want to apply it. So let's go and let's bring a button here. So just click on this button and bring this widget. Button widget here, and then now click the pencil icon to make sure that you are actually editing the right one. And in this link column, you can add the URL even if you're putting this onto contact page. So you can just say /contact, or maybe if you want to give it to any section, and we just leave this hash sign, so it will every time it is clicked, it will bring back to the same page. So let's go ahead and change the size of the button here now. So let's make it medium. And now you can also change the text what you want to write here. So let's add some text here. So say instead of just click here, we can just say click here to apply now. And okay, so that should be okay. Now it's not enough. Let's go centralize it, and let's see if we can add some icon to it. So just click on it, and here we can just find, let's say look for hand maybe. So let's okay, this pointing hand here. Okay, that should be all right. So just click on it and say insert, and now this let's go adjust the spacing with the text of the icon. So just go move a little more, 10, 12, 14, maybe 16. Yeah, just let's type in 15. So now you can see it looks okay. Now you can add any styling here if you want to. You can just go and check into your content and style and advanced option if you want to change anything. Otherwise just click on update. And now let's go ahead and browse the page we just created here. So let's see, it looks beautiful actually. It looks quite all right. So you can just see, okay, here is our button here, and you can just see that this page looks okay, getting into the shape. So let's go ahead and add something else. One more section possibly will do good. So just click on this plus icon and add one more section. This time select this single column section. So just let's go ahead and do some changes to the default settings of this column here. So let's change from box to full width, and the column gaps and the height possibly you can change it to, let's say 500 this time. And okay, and like all right, so this section looks okay. Now let's go and do some styling here. So let's click on the background type and add some color. Let's do the same color what we used on the top. And okay, now after this go to advanced if you want to give any margins here. So possibly we can do this later if we need it, but let's go ahead and search for the image carousel. So we will add a photo library here for our staff. So let's search into the bar here, image carousel. Just type image, and you will just see that there are so many options had come up. So just select the image carousel, and let's drag it and bring it into the column here. And now drop it here. And this is the settings of the image size. You can just change it to whatever you want, from thumbnail to large and then full. Maybe even you can give your custom again. So we'll select the full because it's always advisable to use one size of images to let your library images look good. So let's go ahead and add some images here. So just let's select some of the images from our staff meetings here. Maybe just click on this one. Maybe let's select this one. Maybe that's the third one should be okay. Maybe select this one here. Maybe you can select this now 5. Let's get one more, and maybe this one. Okay, so now we have about almost 6 images selected. So let's go. I think that should be all right. Let's go and create a new gallery. Click on this button here, and let's see here in this place here. You can add caption to the individual images if you want, and also you can reorder them by just dragging one image to another place. It will just rearrange the section itself. But let's go ahead and insert this into the gallery. Now here you can see all these 6 images. You can also adjust them here if you want. And let's go and do some changes with our image sizes here. You can just leave it as the full, and the slideshow, just leave it default if you want. I think we should change it. Let's go select the slide image 3 here. And now scroll, slide to scroll, leave it default, stretch. Yes, you can just change it to yes. And now navigation of dots only. I mean, instead of having arrows as well. So we just keep these dots as a navigation. So now you can add links to the individual photographs if you want, but we'll just leave it as it. And you can also add the caption if you want. There are some additional options available here if you want to. So let's go ahead and give some styling here. So just click on the style tab here. Let's go and change the size of the images here if you want to. So let's drag it, or maybe just type in 10. And now here you can just also add some spacing. So right now it's default, so let's put custom. So maybe 20 is already good. This is default widget space in between, so we just leave it as it is. So border, let's give a slight border onto the corner of the photograph. So let's maybe go to 15 maybe. Yeah, that should look good. Okay, so you can add border if you want, but we just leave it without it. So now let's go to the ones. If you want to add any padding here, you can just say let's delink it and add on top a little bit 10, and at the bottom to get more space from the dots here. So just let's say we put maybe 20, so it will give a little more space from the navigation bottom dots here. So after doing this, let's go ahead and click on update. And now you can see that our page also has one library. So let's go and bring some heading for this library here. So just bring this heading widget here. So possibly some space around the top, and maybe we just need a little bit more space here. Just click on the icon and let's change the text here. So let's add something. Okay, see our team in action. Okay, so that sounds all right. So if you want to add any link to this, you can add it, and otherwise just click on the update button. And now let's go centralize the heading of the section here, and now update again. And let's go preview this page into the new tab here. So you can just see here we have our photo gallery. You can just click on these dots here to navigate through. Otherwise, it will automatically be rotating your library. So let's go back to our pages here. And now if you want to, just click onto the burger menu, and let's go back to the dashboard here. So just click on exit to dashboard, and now click onto the WordPress icon, and it will take you back to your dashboard here. Okay, so here we have actually created a new page as our team, and let's go ahead and edit our privacy page. If you remember, if you look at the bottom page here, privacy policy page, in this status, we can just actually publish this page now. So let's go ahead and edit this page. And now you can see that this is the WordPress default native editor. So normally you can edit this this here if you want. and give all the information, whatever the policy you define for your website, how you are dealing with the data. So you can just actually click on it, and you can just add some blocks here in between, or maybe click on this plus button, and all these cadence blocks are available here. So you can just select any block and just drag it or double click it. Will pop up into your page here. But we will not do this editing here with this one. Let's go ahead and do this with edit this page with the Elemnetor. Click on this button here, and now just leave this place. And here you can see that in Elemnetor it looks more clear, and you can just actually do a lot more what you are actually planning. So when you are satisfied with all the text you had given it, or maybe if you want to add any specific policy for your page, if you're satisfied and done, then click on to the update. And now let's go and preview our page, which is published now, and our privacy policy page also has been active. And now you can go back, and let's click on this burger menu here and exit to the dashboard. So again, click on this W button, and let's go back to our WordPress dashboard here, and you are also have activated your privacy page now. Let us visit our website and see how to personalize this website, what we've just brought in. And we've been working on few pages. Let us see what to update. Let's say first thing actually what need to be actually changed is to change our logo here. And then we can just personalize all these buttons here, possibly go down, browse, and see what is on our footers here. So you can see that this back to top button, maybe we'll just see how to update this button, and if we can personalize it the way we just want to look at. And then we will see these credentials here, possibly we'll personalize it, and then see how the social media buttons are being placed here, and how to update if we need to put our own connections here. So then we can just possibly change this part of the footer here. To do this all, you need to go back to WordPress dashboard. And now from here, we can just go and reach the appearance. From appearance, now you need to go and select the customize. This customize will actually bring the customizer of your Kadence theme here. You can see on the top, it shows the title of your website, and then it shows the active theme, Kadence. Of course, you can change it if you want. And then the next thing is the general settings. So if you click on this, it will bring up all these general settings of your website, which you can change it once, and it will affect whole your website. So before you start actually doing any changes, maybe creating any new pages, the best thing is to just select and set up all the layouts and everything, the color scheme of your website here. So you don't have to just go and keep on changing every time. Of course, all these, what you set here, it will be applied globally. Unless you select some individual pages with the different settings, of course, you are not limited. You can do all the changes anytime, wherever you want and whenever you want. So let's go and select the layout. And here in this button, if you will see that the content maximum width, if you just see this width affects actually on the top header of your area. So just scroll this button here, and you can just see how your menu area is getting changed, shrinked or enlarged. But let's go back to the default setting for this theme, which was 1170. And now this the next one, if you can see the content top and bottom spacing. So this will also change the spacing in between the header of top bar of your website. Next one is the narrow layout content. If you want to change, you can change it. And then the single post box. So to see this, how it will affect you, I think we need to bring up the blog post here and the single blog post, actually, because this setting is connected with the single blog post. So just let's click on this blog post here and see how it will affect your setting here. So now you can see the single post box spacing. It is set on 2, and see how it affects. So just move this button here, and you can see how the space in between these boxes are getting reduced and increased. So let's go back to the 2, which is actually set with the theme now. And now here, if you can just see the single post box shadow, This, if you just look at this bottom here, so you can just see this is the shadow, which is actually just slightly visible, and you can change this by changing this button in set, and you can just see how it affects. So just turn it off again, and now let's go and see the single post box border radius. You just look at the corner of this box here, and you can just see it's turning around. But it's your choice if you want to keep it as lightly rounded, maybe set 15 or something, but we will just leave it as a simple box. Now you can just see the next setting, which is about the archive grid box. So click on this blog button here to get this page activated here. And now if you just pay attention how this is affecting here, so just move this and you can just see how our spacing is getting affected, bigger and smaller. So go back to the 2 which was previously set with the theme. Now archive grid box shading. This is the same thing which you had seen previously, and you can just change it with the inset. So you can just see how it affects the bottom of the box here. Now the archive grid box border radius, if you want to do give a slightly curved radius, I mean the corner can be curved a little bit, but we'll just leave as a simple box. So after setting this all, now go back from the layout, and the second one is the sidebar. The sidebar options, if you are using sidebar, so first thing you can change the width of the sidebar. You can just move these buttons or possibly type in whatever you want, 33, or maybe if you want to 25% of the page as a sidebar. So you can just set it, and let's go and reset it. We'll just leave it as it is. So now the widget spacing, if you can just see, it is also set 1.5. You can just leave it there, and then you can also enable the sticking sidebar. We'll just keep the regular sidebar instead of keeping it sticky sidebar. So let's go back again from the sidebar settings. Now you can change the color scheme of your website here. So just click on these color buttons here, and now pay attention on these color plates, the color plate 1, color plate 2, and the color plate 3 here. And this does not actually end here, but to see how actually it will function on the home page, because the blog page possibly have some different settings here. So let's go to the home page and see how it will affect our home page. So click on home page here, and now if you can just click on this, if you can see that small folder here, icon here, click on it, and it will bring up all these plates which we have available for us. You can actually create, import, or export your own plates here, but you can see there are quite a variety of buttons here. So click on one, and you can see how it affects, it changes your website. So see, this one looks better. Now this one goes a little darker here. So let's go back to this one here. It looks fine. Look at the colors of the buttons here. It looks okay. And now if you go back, go a little down here, the background, the site background. So if you see this globe, it's globally set. So you can change it individually if you want, but we'll just leave it because we selected the color palette. So it has actually applied to most of the website, the colors we choose here. So the same thing, if you go a little more down here, you can just see the title above content also set as a transparent. It will be inherited from the previous item. So the next one is the content links. So you can just see that these links are the link styles and the link colors. We don't want to change it because it comes from the color palette. And now let's go back again from the color to the buttons here. So these are the button settings. So if you just see the text color of the button, it is the regular and the hover color. Both are set to white. We can change if you want. Now the background colors here, you can see that our button color, which has been somehow a little bit burgundy, and the hover color is select to some darker purple or something bluish. So you can change it if you click on it, and you can just bring up this plate. You can just select any color on the plate, or bring the color code here. It will apply, and just moving this bar also will show the changes here. So let's go back to the color we actually set it previously, and you can just reset if you want. And if this did not reset to the default color because we had selected a different plate, so possibly this was not the default theme color. So let's click on the button again here. And now we can just select this second button here, which was the hover color for the buttons here. So you can just see that it comes back. So the border color also you can change, and you can also apply a border here right now. You can also change the border radius and the fonts if you want to change the spacing, and the button shadow, it functions the same way we had seen previously. Then the button hover state, if you want to change, it will also be affected. So now let's go back again to the main menu here. So after the buttons here, you can just change the typography. So the typography, if you change any typography, it will affect the whole your website, exceptions with the places where you had selected individual buttons. So let's see, the base fonts are selected as italics, and the regular and the size of the button of the text is on 16. And if you click on this italics button, so you can bring up the font menu, and you can just scroll down and see whatever the font you want to use for your website. So the same thing with the rest of the settings. You can just change it and click on this arrow. It will just demonstrate how the website will show your fonts. Now the next setting is about the headings. You know that we have different headings here. So heading fonts are set as a rubric. You can change it if you want, and the H1, it says inherent. So whatever the heading fonts are being set, so it will just select these fonts. Size of the fonts and the weight of the fonts is also set by for the fonts heading 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and this then is the title above content. I mean, anything which is above the content, it's left as a transparent, so it can be the change. It says inherent, so that means it will come back from the parent item. Now the next one here, if you look at the Google font subset, so there are subsets available if you want to add these fonts. But let's go back again here, and now let's see the next setting, which is about scroll to top, that button which we see on the just go down here, and you will just see this button here. So whenever you are just gone in somewhere in the middle of the page, so clicking on this will bring you back on the top of the page. So these settings are giving you the option to change the look of this button here, to personalize it. So you can just say this icon, and you can just see how it changes, and then the icon size, you can just change the size as much you want. So let us bring it to 1.3, and let's see how you want to get this aligned. You want to see it on the left side of your website, or you want to keep it on the right side. So we'll keep it on the right side. Generally, this is most of the website actually having their scroll to top button. So now the offsite, you can just see how far you want this button to be from the side. So you can just scroll the bar, move the button here, and it will move the button away from the side. So let us go back and put the 30, which was actually for the theme. Now let's go and change this offsite also. You can just bring it higher if you want. Possibly you have some chat box here and you just don't want this to be interacted, so you can just go a little upper if you want, but we will keep back to the 30. And this one here, the visibility, it will show you the option which device it should appear. So this one here, it shows about the tablet. If you click it on, so this top scroll button will be shown on the tablets, and if you click on this one, it will show onto the mobile devices. But let's switch them off. We just will keep it for our desktops here. So now let's go back again to the design here. You see how this button looks. If you don't like the design, you can just change the design and shape of the style here. So first thing, you can just change the colors if you want. Then you can just add the borders. You can just remove the borders if you want. And let's say if you just have a border with no numbers here, so just see some 1 pixel or possibly 2 pixels here. So now you can see the size of this box here. And after this, you can just reset it and just click on this to bring this button back again if you don't want it. So let's make it 2 pixels. And now the border radius, if you want to give it a radius, so you can just scroll this button. It will give the radius possibly from square to circle, and we can square the circle. So let's go. If you want to change the paddings of the buttons here, you can just do it by these buttons here. So let's go back to 40.4. So now that's pretty much here on this the scroll to type design here. Let's go and change the icon. I think I don't like this icon, so maybe we can just change this here. So go back to general here and just I think this looks much better. And now we can just move on back to the menu here. And the next setting it is about the personalizing of 404 page layout. So it is selected normally 404 page. You can just display some messages if you want. You can just personalize it very much to just give some fun to the people who are visiting. You can just select right sidebar or maybe whatever you want. If you want to select the sidebar, then you have to see which sidebar. Possibly you had created a special sidebar for your 404 page. So you can just select from this pull down menu, and then the content style the way you want it, or you wanted it in unboxed or boxed shape. And then the content vertical padding, if you want to enable or disable. So we'll leave it enabled, so it will just go with the whole theme of the website here. So let's go back to the main menu here. So now here, how you want to see your comments to be appear here. So you can just change the settings here. Move comments input above comment list. Maybe you just can remove comments website field completely. So let's go back again. And now the next item in the setting is here, breadcrumbs. If you click on it, you will just see that you can select this button. If you're using the breadcrumbs, you can use this home icon, your home indication. This breadcrumb is basically for the SEO plugins, but if you're not having these plugins, so that possibly will not affect on your website. The next item after this is the social links. So this is pretty longer list of the social network links here. So you can just personalize all this, like for the Facebook here. So let's put my Right Solutions Facebook address here. And then Twitter, you can add also your Twitter address here. So YouTube, you can just add this, and there's a long list here. Whatever you feel that your accounts are and you want to share it, you can just go ahead and add these items here. And then after that, don't forget to publish it, otherwise your items will be not saved here. And now the next item, which is about the performance of the website, there are some items which actually drags the performance of your website down. If you don't use it, then do not keep them enabled. Enable scroll to ID. We can leave this enabled because possibly there are some links which are actually set to the IDs. And the light box, if you are not using, some big gallery, so you don't need to use it. But just leave the top item selected, and then let's go back to the main menu. And this was pretty much the general tab of your settings here. But let's go back again and see the next item. The next item which you can customize is the header, which is very important part of your website. So let's click on it and see here. This header actually has different items in here. If you can just see here, we got 3 bars in our header. This is a top bar, and this top bar also has 3 sections here. And then you got the second, which is the main bar. Actually, it has also 3 sections. You can keep on adding sections, and you can just even delete the sections if you want. And there is another bar here, bottom bar. And now on the left side here, that these items which you can see here with the logo and primary navigation and button, these are the items which are actually used, and the below box has the items which are available for you to be used in the header. So let's go and just see how you can do it. Just let's click on this search button here and drag it here just next to the button in the main bar here, and you can just see that this item gone from here. And now the second one, you can just let's see social icon. If you just click on the socials here and put it on the top bar, and here you can just see that on the top bar you can also notice these social item icons had been placed there. So we don't need to place these items here. So just let's delete them from here. And now they're back here into this place. And now what the next item, if you see this HTML, just let's do something here. Just bring this HTML item here onto the top bar. It will allow you actually to create something beautiful if you want to just announce something, possibly providing some catchy message here also. So let's see how to do this. So just click on this gear icon, and it will bring up the edit box here for you. So let's just bring this text from my notepad here, and we can just place this text here. And now you can just see that this text has been shown on the top of your menu item here, and but it's not really very distinguished. So you can just change the settings here. So just click on the top bar gear button here. So just click on it to go to the settings of this top bar, and here you can just see the layout. You can change the layout of this bar, either contain or maybe full width. If you just click on it, it will just stretch it to full width, but we'll keep it on as a standard setting. So you can also drag this button here to move the height of this bar here. You can just put the number in, key in the number, or maybe just scroll the button here, but we'll just leave it to the default. And then you can also go and change the style of it. You can just see the top row black background color. So it's transparent right now. So you can just change the button here. Okay, so this one actually, the colors looks good. And you can just see that the color is not showing. So we'll see what is the reason. The reason is here. When transparent header is selected, so then you can it will be transparent. So you can just change this while you're transparent header from here. So you can just see, go back again and try to move this bar onto close to this color. Maybe this is too dark. Let's go maybe this funky color here a little bit. Yes, right. That looks a little catchy. So let's keep it here. So now you can just see that we don't need this top bar background color because we had selected the transparent header. So we can just undo this and reset it. Now you can just see if you move your page, so you can just see how your top bar is been showing. It's because of you had selected the sticky header here. So you can just change the sticky header setting as well. If you just click on it, it says enable sticky header. You can just select what part of the header you want to see. So you can just select only top row, and then you can just also change the settings, publish it, and now let's see how it looks now. So see, your page is moving, but your top bar stays there as a message. So you can just customize it the way you want to give a personalized message here. You have the option to select the way you want your header to stay sticky. You can just select top row and main row, and you can just say the whole header, which will enable all three sections of it. And you can just say the top row as we selected previously, and you can also just say the only bottom row, but we'll just leave it selected. So let's go back and remove this background color as well, and let's go ahead, see the other settings in our header. So go back again onto this general tab here, and now here you can just see, remove this HTML what we just inserted. So we just don't want to have this on our website right now. So let's go and see what else we can do. So let's go and change the logo here. So you can do this, update this logo by just clicking on this gear button, or even just go on the top here and just click on this logo, or maybe any of the item you want to edit. So click on the logo gear here, and now we can change, selecting this button here, change logo. So just click on this, and it will load your media library. And from here you can select if you have existing logo on your library. Otherwise you can drag and drop it here. I have it prepared one small logo for this tutorial. So let's bring this here and drag it on and drop it on this page here. And now this logo, when it is selected, you can just go and give the alternative text if you want. So just let's give possibly the right solution, graphic and website design. And now you can just select this, and this will bring up the cropping for you if you want to, but we don't need it. So just let's go. And now don't worry, this menu looks very small, but we can change it here. So let's see how to change the size of this logo here. So you can just drag this button here to the desired size here. Maybe let's say 200 here. Type in possibly 220 maybe. I think that should look okay. And now we can just see that it doesn't look, actually, we have our logo says RS tutorials, and then there is another writing says RS tutorials. So we don't worry about it. We have the settings which can change this. So if you go to these settings here, so you can just select any of these options here. Right now it's selected the logo and title, but we'll just select this logo here. So now it will remove the site title, which is this one here. And now this tag line here, if you can just see on the top of your browser, you can just see that it shows RS tutorials, and then again it shows RS tutorials for DIY people. So let's go and remove this first part of it. Instead of saying tutorials twice, we just say for DIY people. So now if you just go and see here, okay, possibly it's not showing us, let's publish and go to this next tab here and refresh this page. And now you can just see it says, right, RS tutorials for DIY people. Of course, it's a little longer to show, but you can just see that it is showing as you hover on it. So it will just display this tagline as well. So now let's go and do something with the site icon here. So click on this button here and it will bring up the option for you, and by selecting this button, just bring up the site logo from your library, or maybe drag in what we have actually previously designed here. So let's drop this here, and now you can select this. After selecting, it will just also prompt you for the cropping if you want to, or maybe just let's move a little bit to little center, maybe slightly down here. I think that looks fine. So just crop image, and there we go. So now you can just see that this is shown in your site icon top of your browser here. If you can just publish and go, notice here it already shows your site icon. So let's go and select the next item for customizing. So select menu here, and you can just see with this button here you can change the spacing in your menu items here. I will just keep it on 1.04, and you can just stretch this menu or to the full of your page, whatever the space is available in your section here. And you can also just say fill and center the menu item. It will just even stretch further, and it will fill the rest of the space, but we'll just leave this unenabled. And let's disable this one as well. And now let's go back and see the drop menu options here. If you have sub menus here, so it will show these items, how it will fade down or fade up, or just simple fade, or maybe you can just disable it. Go and select this fade, and now you can also change all these rest of the settings here. Possibly you can say the drop down color, it's right now inherent initial color, but you can change it if you want. But let's go back here, and now we can just go and change this primary navigation menu. Possibly you can just change the style, and this you can design it the way you want it. You can just say full height. If you just select underline, it will underline, it will say the underline the full height of this. But we'll just keep it. You can change the colors as well if you want, and the navigation background if you want. Just clicking on this, and you can just select the color of your choice if you want to. Possibly you have some different color which you want to highlight it, but we just leave it disabled. Maybe undo this one, and now you can change the fonts, and then you can just say the drop down options as well. But let's go back and select the standard one, which was previously with our imported website. So now you can go back to the general tab here, and let's go back to the main setting here for the header. So now the search item, you can just change and customize this. Possibly give a title to this search here maybe, and then you can just see the search label visibility. You can just see how where it should be visible on tablet, and then also you can select if you want the cell phone, but we just leave it as on tablets and the desktop. And you can just also change the search icon. So if you can click this one, you can just see how it changes there. So, well, we don't need to have this label here, so just remove this label and then go back to the design. If you want, you can just use the border here, or maybe just leave it on default. But let's see, if you use the border, you can just change the thickness of the line. You can select the dashed line, or you can just select the dots, or maybe even the double lines if you want. But we remove it here, so we just don't need to. So let's go to the default one here, and the size also, you can increase the size if you want. So maybe you can just select any size you want. Let's go back to the one here, and then you can also change the hover color. So let's click on this, and maybe you can just change the initial color a little bit more toward to the reddish to the theme of our website what we have here. So maybe, well, you can change it if you want, but we'll just use this color here now. Let's you can also change the rest of the options here, but we'll just leave it as it is and go back to the general. And let's go back to the header again, and now this button here. So you can just see how you can customize this button here. You can just click this gear item on this button here, and let's go, instead of just saying get started, you can change the label of the button here, like instead of saying get started, to possibly add a word here, get started now. I think let it be as it is, get started. So we'll just remove the now here, and now in this box here you can just add the URL of the page, or maybe site, or maybe your shop if you are sending it somewhere else. If you're sending somebody to your contact page, so just put a backslash and put contact, and then now also you can change the way it should behave if you publish now. And now if you, let's go and check if it is working, so just click on it and see how it opens. So you can see that it has already brought up our contact us page. And now let's go back again to the home page, because that's the main page we actually are looking at while we are customizing it. So you can change all these settings here. Set link to no follow, set link attribute sponsored. If you want to change, you can just enable it, and set link to download if you're enabling somebody to download file from your website. So you can just set this link to download. Then the button style here, you can just select filled or outline color here. So we'll just leave it on this one, and then the visibility to whom it should be visible. So after setting up this, let's go back to the main setting page here, and now you can just go and check into the transparent header settings here. So it is enabled on the general whole website, and it is disabled on the 404 page and archives. And then you can just actually disable this on pages. So you can see when you disable, so it is showing a white color background on the header. So let's enable it again, and also disable. It is already disabled on the post pages. We don't need to enable it because we are using the featured image in our post pages. So let it be unchanged here. So now let's go to the disable on the landing page. If you want to, we actually had disabled on a landing page. This is our home page, which is our landing page now. So you can enable or disable it for the devices. And then if you want, if you possibly prepared some different logo for your transparent header, so just after clicking this, it will enable you the settings, and you can just bring it and upload the transparent header logo. So now let's go back again to our main settings here. And now from this one here, you can just see this was our headers and logo and menu settings. The next item which you can customize is the footer. So just by clicking on this, you can just see that this also has a few items here. If you can just say the general tab, these items which are being used onto our footer here, and these are the available items here. And this also got different rows here. But let's go and drag this page to the bottom here and see how this widgets are actually appearing on our footer of the website. So see, this is the first widget, and this is the second widget here, and this one is the third one. This is the fourth widget, and this is the fifth one. So if you can see what and how this widget is being set up, so just click on this gear icon, and it will load this item into your widget into the customizing area. Same thing you can do with the widget 4, and you can just see how are these items are placed here in the widgets, inside the widgets here. And now this is the middle row of your footer here, which is having copyright items, and you can just have on the right side social media icons here. All these rows you can just by clicking on this gear icon, you can just edit the way it should appear. So you can just see right now it is selected as a 2 column. You can just change it to 1 column, or you possibly can also change the container width. It is right now set to the contain. You can just keep it on the standard or full width. And if you want, you can also change the columns. Let's say adding one more, it will just create 3 different placeholders. So you can just place 3 different items, and then you can centralize or align them the way you want it. And let's move these social icons here and go back. You can just click on the plus icon and add more items here. But let's go back again to the 2 columns here. And now let's change the layout if you want. You can just have it totally 2 portions of it completely centered. You can just have it some smaller and bigger sections from both sides, left or right. You can just change the way you want, and then you can change the direction of this column. You want to keep it as a row, or you want to keep it as a column. And you can also change the widget spacing in the column. Let it be on 30 because it's with the website. which we imported, it suits it. You can change the top spacing, bottom spacing, and you can also change the minimum height, and also you can see the link style if you want to keep it underlined or without line. So clicking on the copyright here, it will just prompt you to just show the areas where you can just actually customize it. Let's say we'll do something here. So if you look at this, there's no space, there's no sign here. It just looks very empty. So let's use these two pipes here to use as a separator. You can just put this here in after this copyright year, and then the site title. And now this is the theme cred. So you can just keep, you can see this Cadence WP. This is the credit for the theme builder. If you want to leave it, you can just leave it, but you can personalize if you want. And if you look at the bottom of this box here, it shows you the available placeholders. So you can use these placeholders, copyright, year, site title, and theme credits. Otherwise, if you want to use something personal, you can just remove one placeholder and type anything you want. So let's say powered by Right Solutions, and let's say close this with the pipes here, and now you can just also add the links to the website here. So let's select this text and click on this link button here, and let's type the URL of the website you want to connect it. If it's on the different website, so you can just give the absolute URL. Otherwise, you can just put / and the page name. So let's click on the gear icon, and now here click on open link into the new tab. It's always a good idea to open a third-party website in a new tab instead of letting people leave your site. So it's a good idea to just open them into different tabs so your website stays on their page. So now you can just see that it is showing my Right Solutions website. You can centralize it. You can change the alignment the way it goes with your website design. So let's keep it on the left side aligned, and then the vertical alignment you can just bring it into the middle, because we will use social icons on the other side, so it will just look equal. So let's go ahead, and now we can just go back to the design. You can just also change the way the link should look. You can just change the initial color if you want, possibly change it a little bit more to the bluish, which will somehow blend in with the footer background. So we don't want it to be very dull, and we don't want it to be very bright. So the link color, if you want, you can just change it, the hover color, I mean, and then you can just change the style if you want to keep it without underline. You can just leave it underlined if you want it, and you can change the margins if you want. And now let's go back again, and go, if you want to keep footer on the bottom of screen, let it be selected here. So let's go back again to the general tab, and now you can also add the social button. You can see that the social buttons were removed as we deleted the column where it was holding. So let's drag it back again here, and now you can just also click on the gear button here, and now you can just see that we got all the three, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can just add one more. Let's click on add social here. So you just select YouTube, and of course we already placed the URL, so you just don't need to do anything here. So let's go, and if you want to change the spacing in between, you can change it, and the content alignments if you want to change it to your preferences, and now also the vertical alignment. So let's select the middle, and as you can see that now it is both items are aligned here. And now let's go back again onto the general tab here, and click onto the copyright, click onto this gear here, and let's say add the privacy page, because we had a privacy page, so it's a good idea to keep it on the bottom here. So let's say our privacy policy, and you can just select this text here, and then click on the link button here, and now add / and privacy policy. You can see that page already had appeared. So just click on the gear button, select this, and click on the gear button, and now you can open this also in a new tab. And well, you know that this is given as the absolute URL. It's never a good idea when you're designing a website. So let's use remove the initial address, and just let it be / privacy policy. And now let's say you can also publish this now, and let's see how, just refresh this page and see how it functions now. If you can just see that this is my site, and this is the privacy policy page. If you just click on it and see this privacy page is loaded. So let's go back again to the Right Solutions, And yeah, both links are working, and you can just see that it's quite blended up, and all these social icons, you can just see they are actually linked here. If you look at the bottom of the page on the left side, so it is showing the links to these icons here. So let's go back to the editing page here, and now let's go back to the main setting page here. And now also we are done with this footer settings here. So let's go and see the next setting, which is the page layout. So click on this one. It will also provide you the general settings of all the pages. So let's just go back to the top of the page here, and you can just see how this page should appear. First, you can select show page title. If you want to leave this on, let it be. And then the page title layout, how this page title should appear. And then the title content width, you can select according to your choice. Let it be on standard. Then the page title alignment, how you want this alignment to be set according to your preferences. You can also change the title elements if you want to show the title and breadcrumb or meta. And then let's go back and see down here is the page layout. When you say default page layout, this layout means whenever you're creating a new page, so it will have all these preset settings. You can change it, of course. While creating, you have the options to change it, but it's pre-done, so you don't have to go and look for the settings every time. So you can change it to the narrow and full width. Maybe you can also select the sidebar if you want, and from there the content style if you want to change from box to unboxed, and then also the padding, vertical paddings, if you want to keep it enabled or disabled, your choice. And then you can just also select show featured image onto the new page or not, and then the show comments if you want to. So let this be off. Because normal pages does not require the comments and these things. So let's go back to the design page here. Now you can change pretty much all what we had seen previously, all these title colors, fonts, meta, and borders, the site background colors, and content background colors, but we will just leave it on to the defaults. Now let's go to the blog post here, and here you got a single page layout. Let's check the single page layout here. You can just see that there are, let's go back to bring up the single blog post here. So click on the blog page here, and I think load this post and see how it will function. Now you can just see the post title layout. It has been selected. The title should be on the top, or if you just change it, you can just see that the image is removed from there. So just let it be as we have set with our default import website. So you can just go and see the container width here. You can just keep standard or full width or contained, and the post title alignment, you can just change the alignments if you want. And then you can just show the elements, breadcrumb, category title, whatever you want to. Just let's say if you just click on the breadcrumb, and you will see it is actually showing the uncategorized from home and uncategorized, and then your post. If you want to leave it on, you can just leave it, but we'll just disable it. Now the default post layout, we had this one selected here. You can just change it if you want. Let's try selecting this one with the right side sidebar here, and just see this is the sidebar which actually appears on your every single blog post. But this is on the left side if you want to see. So this is the left sidebar, and we will just go without the bar here. So let's go, and this area here, you can just see the sidebar. You can select the sidebar if you have more than one or two sidebars, so you can select whichever you want. So now we have sidebar 1, sidebar 2. You can create your own sidebars if you want. So let's go and see the content style. If you want the box style, or you want unboxed, so we'll just leave it at the box one. And the vertical padding, let it be enabled. If you want to show the featured image here, of course we are showing this featured image here, but if you enable this one here, so this page will disappear. I'll show you into the next setting why we are disabled here. So let's go and see the show post tags. If you have the tags attached with it, so it will show all these tags at the bottom of your post somewhere. And the next option, show footer area in the box mode. It depends whatever you want to change, but we'll just leave all these settings here. Let's go to the designs here, and this is pretty much the same settings we had seen. So you can change the color of the title here. You can just change the category color. You can just individually edit all these options here. And now this one here, if you just look at this, use featured image for background. So this is the area which actually enables our featured image to go into this. If you disable it, you will see that it's disappeared. And if you select it on the other page, show featured image, so it will show featured image just beneath your title, just above the content of your blog. Let's use this featured image as a background. The next settings here, you can just see the background color and the content color, whatever suits your design, you can change it. And let's go back and see the archive layout here. So it is the same settings, pretty much the same thing. So let's bring the archive page here. So this is our archive page here. Now you can just see the title above content here. The container is a standard selection, and you can just see the alignment if you want to change it. The alignment of the title, you can see how it moves. We'll keep it in the middle. And then the container main height, if you want to change, then the title, and if even you want to see the breadcrumb here, so you can just see it will just show home and our blog. So just disable this again. And now the archive layout, your choice. Let's try again the right sidebar. You can just see how the sidebar appears here. Change to the sidebar 2, and if you just see, this is the sidebar 2. And we will go with the normal, so we don't have to have the sidebar. So here you can just also change the content style here, boxed or unboxed. We'll just leave it with the boxed here. You can just change the archive columns if you want. You can just change them, and then the page layout and all these post item elements if you want to, or add anything if you want to display anything like categories possibly, or maybe anything else if you want to enable or disable it here. So just by clicking these buttons, it will toggle the settings. So you can just see it shows the uncategorized. So we have read more button as well. So if you just enable this, it will show this button on the bottom of each post. So you can just click this and it will load your post. After changing all this, don't forget to go to the design here and see if you want to do any changes into all these settings, which are pretty much almost same what we had seen previously. And now let's go back and into the next settings here, but don't forget to publish. After publishing this, you make sure that your changes are kept safe. So now the next one is the custom post type. If you are having custom post type pages published, so you can just do these pretty much almost the same settings for this, and then the landing page for the archive page of the custom post types. The next item is the search results. So you can just do pretty much almost the same settings what we had seen previously with the other pages and posts here. See if you want to do any changes, otherwise go back again. And now the site identity. If you click on this is the site identity, what actually is about your site icon. So we had already done with header settings. So now next thing is the menus, which is very important here. So there are two ways to create menus. We will create one menu from here, and the other one will do it in our WordPress dashboard. So let's go and look into the menus first, how these menus are actually set in the customizer. So now let's see, you have these gear icon here. So by clicking on this, it will open up these options, the advanced menu properties, how it should appear. But normally we don't need to do anything here because it's pretty much set with the theme settings. Right now we have an online course menu here. So by clicking this button here, it will open up the menu what is actually on the top of our page right now. So let's go and see how we can change this. You can, by clicking on these buttons here, you can just add items. We can see how the menu is placed in which location. So there are menu locations. The primary menu, which is currently set of online course menu. And there are secondary menu if you have, there's a menu you can create for mobile and footer as well. And then you can also select this option. So you can delete this menu if you want, but let's go ahead and see how to create a new menu. So just go back and click on this button here. And here, let's give a name to the menu before we proceed. So let's give it right solution main menu. And let's go ahead and say which location this menu will appear. So let's make it as a primary menu. So clicking on this and now say next. And now you will notice that your menu is disappeared because we had just changed this item to the menu, which actually does not have any pages in it. So let's go ahead and add items in. So you can do this by clicking on this pencil icon, or just go back to the customizer here and click on add items. It will open up this next page for you, and next section will show all the pages available in your website. So just click on this home page, and of course at the same time we also need our blog page as well. And then let's go down and select our theme. Yeah, of course, this is the page we created, and it was not actually shown in our menu. So now we'll add this into our menu now. And then let's go and select contact page, and about page and contact page, both of them. And then let's see the possibly digital marketing, course list, and what else is remaining. Pricing, yeah, sure, we renamed this page. And then we have also a privacy policy page, so maybe we can just add this one as well. So now we had actually pretty much loaded all these pages we have in our website here. And you can also load any post if you want to just add into your menu, and you can add any categories if you want to, like news, any other category you created with this, you can just add this into the main menu. And then you can also use the tags if you have added any tag to your website. So let's go and see. Now we have so many items here, and so let's go and reorder it. So you can do this by just moving and dragging the page. Let's look into this, maybe the course list, and just let's drag it here after the home page. And then you can just see this is not a sub item, so leave it here. Okay, now that's it. So you can just see that you can rename it. So instead of having course list, just simply say courses. Now then you can also, let's move this digital marketing a little under the courses here maybe, and then also bring the pricing also as a sub item into the courses. Let's change the title of about page here. Instead of just saying about, let's say about us. And you can also move the possibly this privacy policy page under the courses here, so as a sub item. So now you will have 3 items under the courses here. So what else you can do with this? Right, so that's pretty much okay. So publish this menu now, and now you can just see that your menu is having all these items which we actually intend to put it there. Let's press the home, and it will load all your pages here. And you can just see under courses we have all these 3 pages, and then the blog, and then our team page which we created. And let's see. Click on their team page, and this is our team. And now go back to the home page here. Let's change this title of our blog. Instead of just change it to blog only. And now let's reorder it a little bit after the about us page. And what else you can do with this now, or just publish this to save the changes we made. And now let's go back again to the main area here, and now you can just see this RS main menu is set to primary. And here you can just see all the locations here. So there you can see the primary menu and secondary menu. We can change it if you want. We have only 2 right now. So we can create a different menu for the while and the footer as well. So let's go and see the next setting here, which is the widgets here. So in widgets, if you can see that our theme has 8 widget areas, but this is the page, so it does not actually have any location where you can add pages. So you can see the widgets are actually loaded here in footer here. We can use into the footers and in headers as well. So let's go back again and see what item is into the settings in our customizer setting here. So the next one is the home page setting. By clicking this, you can just change the home page display. You can select your last post as a home page, or you can just have a static page, what we have here now. And then also you can change the blog post archive page as well. So this is pretty much set. We already done. And the next item into the main customizer setting is the additional CSS. It is normally the place where if there's some settings which you want to override into the theme, so you can just add the HTML code here, so it will apply to the specific area of your website. The next item into the customizer is the import and export. It is very handy. Now all these customizing what we had done into our theme here, you can actually export this and import into some other website if you have, so you don't have to go through all these settings here. So your settings will be applied to the website as it is, and also you can import here. And now this option allows you to reset all these customization what we did, so it will just bring back to the default settings of the theme. So looking at all these options here, we are pretty much done here. So let's go back again to the customizer, and you can also go back to the WordPress dashboard now. We are pretty much done here. So just click here, and it will bring you back to your dashboard homepage. So here from the dashboard, let's go and create the second menu, which we said we'll create later. So let's go ahead and go into appearance, and from appearance here, go down and see this menu. Just click on it, and it will load this page here. So if you look at this page here, it got 2 tabs on the top here. One says edit menu. Next one is showing the manage location. So if you click on it, it will show you all these settings which we had previously seen in the customizer. So the primary menu, we can actually see that it is selected as a RS main menu, and the secondary menu, we don't have any menu set. And your theme here, if you just look at this, it says that your theme supports 4 menus, and select whichever you want, and the location also where you want to. But let us create a menu. So just go click onto the edit menu here, and here you can see in this select menu to edit. So from this pull down menu, if you just bring this down, and you can see any menu you want to edit or you want to change anytime. So just go and select anyone here. So let's select this RS menu here. Now click on select here, and it will load this menu into the editing area here. So you can just see that this is your a menu which we had created previously, and now we are here to just create a new menu. So let's click on this create a new menu, and it will load the blank menu here. So just in the menu structure, just add the menu name. Let's give it as a RS footer, maybe navigation, possibly. Let's say quick link. Okay, so that's the name. And now after this, you have the options to select what to do with this items created for this menu here. So you can just choose your settings if you want, but let us leave it unchecked. We'll manually assign this menu. Click on create menu, and now your menu is actually created. So if you just see that this menu has no items here, so from here you can just see most reset items, or maybe view all pages or blogs, or maybe you can search. So just click on view all. It will load all the pages on your website shown here. So click on the home page, the our blog, whichever the pages you want to show here. So let's select the contact page, even the about page as well. And maybe you can just go select something else. What else? You get into course list as well. Okay, and now if you want to add any specific post page into this, you can just select from here, or maybe any category, or maybe you can just create a custom link if you want. You can just write down the URL, and then you can just also select the categories, any category you want. After choosing the pages you want to, click on this add to menu, and here we go. All these pages which we selected are here. So maybe you can just reorder this list, course list here, and I think remove this list at the end of this courses. Just let be only courses. And now maybe we can change also this name here, but leave it only blog instead of saying our blog. So let's go here. That's it. And what else? Yeah, that should be okay. And if you want to add anything, maybe not. And let's go and save this menu. Click on this save menu button here, and that your menu is actually saved. So now you can see you have 3 menus here now. Online course menu was the old one, then we created this main menu, and then now we have this footer quick links. So now let's go and see how you can add this into the widget. So and also you will get introduced with the widgets area here. So just click on in the appearance menu, just select widgets here, and it will load all the widgets available in your theme on this page here. So you can just see now all these widgets which are available for you to use onto your website. There are plenty of it, and they're at the, if you go just a little more down here, you will see some inactive widgets. So these are the widgets mostly which normally, if you have used in any place of your website, and you assign some settings with it, and later you removed it, it will be saved here as inactive, but with all the settings which you had placed in it. But if you don't want it to, you can just clear inactive widget. So it will clear all the formatting, and it will go back to the main available list here. So now if you here look onto this section here, which is showing you all the items which are being used here. So sidebar, this is the sidebar one. It has these items here, and you can just see the all available widgets. You can just pick any item here, and you can just add into this bar. So just click on this button and select the place you want to add them, like maybe sidebar 1, sidebar 2, or maybe any widget area you want to add them. So after selecting, just click add to add widget. So here it is. So your calendar is added into sidebar 1. So let's go to the next item, which is sidebar 2 here, and then the footer. And you can just see, if you click it down, so you can just see this is the footer 1, which we had previously seen. And now also the footer 2, this also has this important links. So you can say it has actually the outside links here. Maybe you can just use all these links from your menu here. So you can create it individual links without having the menu created. So now the next item, footer 3, this also had placed some links to different places of your website, even the links to the content which are even not on your website. So now the footer 5, where we will add this quick link. So you can just see this place where we have this New York and the address and random address here. So let's go and delete this address here. So by clicking on this button, now all this item is deleted and your footer 5 area is empty now. So let's go ahead and add our newly created menu here. So just go and click on this navigation widget here, and now just go down to the footer 5, and now it's just say add widget. So you can just see that this navigation menu had been added here. So now let's bring down this pull down menu here and select the RS footer quick link which we just created here. And at the same time, I think possibly you can just select this if you want this to be collapsed. You can give the title to it, and let's say what title, maybe quick navigation, just say quick nav. So then save it, and now here your menu is actually added to your footer now. So let's go and see onto the page here. So let's refresh the page, and here we go. So you can just see here, this is the newly created menu into your footer here. Let's go back to the footer 6 here. Navigation menu is available there if you want to select any menu, but we did not add footer 6 to any of our place on the website. So that's pretty much with the widgets and the menu here. Let's go and visit our website again and see what else we need to edit here. So here is our website here. So we can see that most of the homepage, which we actually changed, it looks pretty much as we planned. And click on the button to scroll back onto the top here. Now you can just see about us page, and this is the page which actually we need to edit right now. So maybe let's go ahead and do this editing by selecting edit with the Elemnetor. So click on this, and it is going to load your page into the Elemnetor editor. So now this one here, let's say the first photo, as we said, we will replace this photo with this. So click on this pencil icon to load this into the editing area. And at the same time here, now you can just click on this image and go and bring the image which we actually had previously saved, drag it onto this your media library here. And now as you select this page, now click onto the insert media here, and it will just be loaded here. So that's pretty much the image. And now let's go a little more down and see what else we need to do. And this photo library, or maybe the image carousel, we don't need the library here. We can just delete this one here. And now let's go down here and bring these templates what we saved previously. So just click on this plus icon and create a new section, and now just go and click again on this folder to open up our template area. So this is the place where we already have 2 templates saved previously. So just let's select on this popular subjects and click on insert button, and just say yes to import settings here. And now this is your template had been loaded here. So now let's go bring the second template as well. So click on this plus icon and click on this folder icon, and now select these course name 4 columns here and click onto the insert button here, and just say import document setting. Yes, import this as well. And now you can see that it will reload your page, and here we are. If we just bring it here, so here we can see that. So this was the 4 column which we had actually previously saved from the earlier page here. So now you can see that you had imported your saved templates, but you can see that there is not enough space at the bottom here. So just click on this plus sign and click on plus again, and select this one section here, and now go to the widgets here and drag this spacer and drop it here on this area here. So that looks okay now. So now just update this to save the editing what you had previously done right now, and click on this preview button to load this page into the new tab, and you can just see that here we are. So this is the section we imported, and this is the image which we had actually changed. So I think we possibly need to do some editing on this image here. So let's go click on this pencil icon and go into the style here, and maybe add some border here. So possibly go a little bit bluish color here, little bit, yeah, maybe okay. Now I think it looks fine. Maybe you can change it according to your website. I'm just showing you how you can change these looks. So it doesn't matter. It's maybe not very perfect. So just go ahead, click on to update, and let's see how it looks. I think it actually gets a little noticed now. So you can just go to the next page, which is blog here. If you just click on here, so now you can see that we have in our blog archive page here, we got these older blog posts here. So now I think let's go and add a new post to your blog here. So just go back to the dashboard here, and from this dashboard just go into the post area. Just click on all post here, and here at the top of this page you can just see that it shows add new. So just click on this add new post, and it will open up the WordPress maybe your themes default page creator. So this is the place where you can add the title. So let's add the title from my website. Here's first snowfall of the season, and click on this plus icon and bring up the Kadence blocks here, and now you can just use these blocks here. So let's go scroll down and see what we need to add here. So bring up this heading here. Just double click on it. It will be loaded here, and just type here get ready for cold season maybe. So now after this just let's go and bring some lorem ipsums here. So just get it from my notepad here. So just paste it here, then click on to the this plus icon, and let's go search something else. What else we need here? So let's go and bring possibly this maybe icon list here. So just let's type here first day of the winter, and then enter, and then day 2 of the winter, and now you can say how to keep yourself warm in cold season, and then let's go stay home, stay safe. Of course, it's a COVID time, so everybody need to stay home. We're working from home. So go click onto plus icon again, and now go ahead and bring some possibly. Let's bring some image here. So just drag this, double click on it here, and this click onto the upload button, or maybe media library here. So now here you can just select any of the pages here, maybe just drag any page from your saved area which you have. So let's select this one, and I think this looks okay. Yeah, now you can just change the alignment of this this image here. So just clicking on this button will give you more options. So align to the center, maybe align to the full width here. And now let's go and click on the plus sign again, and bring some table of content here maybe. So just let's say add something here, and then go get something else. Now what else? Let's bring some paragraph box here. So now let's copy more lorem ipsum. So copy it from my notepad, and let's go and paste here. Okay, we got 2 paragraphs here. So now if you look at it, so it see, it doesn't really look nice here. So now you got the option once you're not satisfied of the location of the block, so you can just actually reorder it. So just go and click on these arrows here, clicking up arrow will bring your block up, and clicking low arrow will bring your block to the next down position. So here you can see that this doesn't look good. So maybe we can delete this. How to get rid of a block if you add it? So just go click onto this menu here, and now go at the bottom, say remove block. So just click on it, so your block is gone. So that's pretty much here. You can just see your blog post is almost ready. Now there are some settings onto the right side of your page here. So just look at the top here. It says a post and block. So you can just change the settings of your post here. So you can say select the category you want this blog post to be in. So we selected it's default category. It's automatically selected. You can change it, but we just leave it onto the default category here. So here you can add some tags. As we selected, the tags would be showed on your page. So let's go add some tags here. So let's say what tags we need to, looking at our heading of the page. So it says snow. So let's write down a snow here, and then maybe you can say also season, and they also winter maybe is relevant to this. And then after that, you possibly need to add a featured image which will show on your blog post. So let's go ahead and select one of from our library. Let's say select this buddy here. Click on this and set as a feature image. And now you can just see that this is showing here. Now you can just change the attributes of the page, or you can change the templates if you want, but we will just leave this as we had already set everything. So now let's go and click onto the publish here. And you can actually, you have the options of saving it as a draft if you're not ready to publish, and you can also preview if you want to see how page will look. But if you're satisfied, click on publish and publish again, and now your page is published. So just click on this view post, and now this is your blog post which you just published now. So you can just see this page which we had just created, and you can see these tags which we created are showing on the bottom. If you select into the customizer not to show, it will not show here. So this is good for your blog post to be visible into the search. So let's go ahead and see now how our new blog post shows onto the archive page. So here you can see now this is the newly created blog post showing onto the archive page here. Now let's go back to the editing page here, and now click onto the WordPress icon and go back to your WordPress dashboard here. So far we have edited quite a few pages on our website, so I think this is the time we should add some more additional functionality to our website. So for doing so, we just need to install some plugins, and the plugin what we are going to use for this tutorial are mostly free. So let's go ahead and click onto the plugins on your dashboard menu here, and this will load the page where you have all these plugins installed already. So look at the top where it says plugin, and there's a button add new. So just click on this button here, and it will load all the plugins which are available for you to download. And there are thousands of plugins which you can just download, and quite few of them are free. So just search in the search bar here for WP Forums. This is the plugin which you can just install. And if you look at this plugin here, it has about 4 million plus activations and about 9,000 plus 5-star rating. It's a quite good plugin. I actually have a full video about the pro version of this plugin if you're interested to learn more about this plugin. So you can just click on this link here, and let's go ahead and install this plugin here. After the installation, you can just activate this as well. And now as you activate your plugin, so it will load this page. So it has quite few ways to create new forms for you. One, you can just click here to create your first form, or maybe you can just go into the menus here on the left side and click on the WP Forums. And from here you can just select add new. Now after clicking on this, now this plugin has a very good its own dashboard and setting area. The best thing with this plugin is that it has ready-made templates for you, so you don't have to do anything from the beginning. You got the option, you can just create a blank form, and you can just select a simple contact form which is from the existing template, and there are other few more templates available for you. But right now let's go, instead of starting from the beginning, let's go and select this simple contact form which has a basic field. So it will load this form into your editing area now. So it's a very simple form. You can just look at the top. It says the name of the form here. Now you are editing simple contact form here, and then there are fields. These all fields are drag and drop fields. You just click, pick something. Let's go and actually drop one of these fields from here, single line text here, into this form here, and let's click on this field, and it will load this specific field for the customization. So you can just, let's say, instead of having the label as a single line text, let us make it as a subject. And if you want to make this compulsory or required field, so just go here on the bottom and just put a check mark on it, and you can see there's a star mark onto the subject here, so it makes this field compulsory. So now if you want to edit the existing field here, so just click on this existing field. You can change the label of this field here. Let's say instead of using a name, let's make it as a full name. And then let's see, instead of having two different fields like first and last name, just click on this pull down menu, and here you got the option to use as a simple one field where you can just type full name. You can just use first name, a middle name, and last name, but we will go with the simple one. So let's have one single field with the full name. And then the email, you can just change the label, maybe the description if you want. You can add this for this field as well, and by clicking this required field, you will make it compulsory. So keep the email field as a compulsory, and if you want to enable email confirmation, you can put a check mark on this, but it's okay, we're just not using it. So, and the same thing, you can just even change the comment or message field. If you want to give a different label, you can just give it, but we'll just keep as it is, and let's make this field as a required one. And there are some advanced options if you want to change anything, but we will just leave them as it is. Now, after changing the look of your field and the fields what you want to add, if you're satisfied, then go ahead and click on the settings tab here on the left side, and it will bring up more features for you, more options for you to change. So general field is giving you the form name, so you can just change the form name from simple to, let's put right solution contact form, and then you can put any description if you want. We'll leave that as it is, and then you can add some CSS class if you want to add anything for this form. You can change the text of the submit button if you want to. You can just say please click here to submit, but we'll just leave it simple. You can just change the message of submitting button while it is processing, and then you can add also any CSS class for the submit button if you want. And of course, don't forget to put a check mark on enable anti-spam protection. There are other options for you to choose. You can just click on this question mark and it will give you some help about it, what it is, but we'll just stick with the anti-spam protection here. So after this, now you can just go and click onto the notifications. So leave the notifications on. You can turn it off, but it's always a good idea to have a form, and then you if you don't get the notifications, it will be useless. So let's keep it on, and then you can just change the address here, send to email address. So there are some smart tags. If you just click on this smart tag buttons here, it will load all the smart tags available for all the fields which you can utilize them. So send to form, we can just leave admin email, or maybe you can just give your own email or whatever you want to, and then you can just say email subject. You can see all these fields for this, but let's change the subject. We have changed the name of the form, so let's change it here. So instead of having simple, we can say RS contact form here, and then the form name, and then the from email, you can change the email if you want. There are smart tags available, and then in the fields here, you can just see that there are smart tags available for message field as well. If you click on it, it will load all the fields you want to, but we'll just keep it all fields, so it will load in our message every field which is available. So after that, let's go and click onto the confirmation tab here on the left side, and it will load the confirmation message which will be shown on the page. You can just show a specific page if you want to redirect your visitor towards a specific page on your website. So you can just select the show page, and then you can just direct them to that page. And otherwise, you can also give them a different URL if you are going to send them to some referral place somewhere. So you can just show that URL there, and it will just direct person there. And you can also personalize the message if you want, but we will just keep it as it is. And then you can just put a check mark on that, automatically scroll to the confirmation message if your form is longer. So it is a good idea to just put a check mark on it. And now these two fields on the left side, these are basically pro functions. And if you are using the pro features of this plugin, so then these are quite handy tools for you. When you're done with customization of a form, you can just go on this top here, and you got two options. One option is embedded. This option actually creates a new page for your form, and it will embed this form automatically in it. But we are not using this feature. We will just use that save feature. So after saving, just click on this exit, and it will bring you back here onto the WP Forms area here, and you can just see this is our form here, what we have created. And if you look on the right side here, you will see this is the short code. If you want to insert this form anywhere in your website, so you can just copy this short code and add there, and it will show up this form. Let's go ahead and now add this contact form into our contact page. And so for that, let's go and see our contact page first. So click onto the contact here and load this page here. And let's say, as we said, that we are going to remove this map from here and put this form on this area. So for doing so, go onto the top bar here and click onto the edit with Elemnetor to load this page into the Elemnetor page editor. So as soon your page is here, let's inspect our page first. Let's see what sections we have. So this is the main section here, and then there is another section, and then like we can see there is another subsection here in this because there are so many sections. It's become a little complicated to find out where your map is actually located. So this is the time where we can actually utilize our navigator. So just go ahead and click onto this navigator button here and load this navigator. And now let's see, we can just hide any section and see where this map is located. So it's not there, it's in this one here. So let's go and open this this column again, and there's an intersection again, and there's again 2 sections here. So just you can see this is the map located in this one. If you can just see that, if after hiding this, we found where is our map located. So possibly we can just close it, and let's go ahead and click on this section where this map is located. So let's if you notice that now this layout of, okay, it's a little bigger, so let's make it smaller. So let's see why this map is gone out of this section. So just click on to the advanced here, and now you can see the margin here. It shows minus 160. So this is why that map is gone above the section actually. So let's go and delete this map now. So click onto this pencil and just click on delete, and now this the map is disappeared. And now if you want to search for the form which we just actually created, so just go onto the search bar here on the left side, and type in your search bar WP forms. And now you can see there are 2 widgets come up. So one widget which says which shows you the WordPress logo in it. So this is the WordPress widget. But there is another one which is actually the WP Forum's own widget. So let's go and click this widget and drag it and drop it into this section here. And here we are. So now you can just see that you can notice there's a field with a pull down menu here. You can just click this pull down menu and get this form loaded here. And otherwise you can do it from this side here also. You can just click this pull down menu, and it will also show you all the forms available. If you have more than one form, so it will show you all these forms. So right now we have only this one. So let's say here we are. So you can see now our form is actually loaded into the page. And I think we just need to do some more customization here. So let's go and click onto the advanced here, and see this margin on the top, only 30 margins around the column here. And after this, maybe we can just go ahead and add some background color if you want, but maybe I think let's add some border here around it. So just click onto the border here from none to make it solid, and you can just change the thickness of the border, keep it 1 possibly, and now let's change the color of the border here. So maybe yeah, okay, this looks okay. So let's go give some radius to the border as well to make these corners a little bit crossed here. So like yeah, rounded border here now. So I think that should be okay. So after this, maybe let's see, you can just see that this is little close on every side here. So add some padding to this. So click onto the column button here to load this column in the editing panel here. So and let's go, and I think make it a little higher, just pull this form a little higher. So let's sorry, other way. So make it about 200. Yeah, okay. So I think that looks okay. And now go back to the styles here, and let's say we could actually, let's remove this color from this column here, the column background color. If you can just notice that there's a color at the bottom of the form here, so we just don't want this color to be shown. So just undo or just reset this by clicking it. So now you can see the background color is gone from the column here. And now let's say if we just edit some border color, the radius from here as well. Okay, now let's remove the border here. So just click on none. Instead of having this border onto the column, let's add this border to the form itself. So just click on this pencil arrow, and it will load your form into the editing area here. Now just go to the border here, and let's give some shadow to just separate this from the background. And I think we have this already, and set it on 2, 3 now. Maybe change this a little bit up, and okay, I believe let's add some background color here as well. So click the color plate here, and let us select our color here, and maybe we can just pick this color. And okay, now you can just paste this code here, and it is maybe just put some transparency in it. Maybe just change the color a little more, I think that merges a little bit with the form here. So okay, I think let's do something with the border again, and let's possibly place the same border color code here. So now that should possibly look okay. Now click onto the Now, if you look at this, the columns they are actually divided, and the form is big. So let's make it smaller, and you can do this by just dragging this column line here. And otherwise, if you're not really sure, it will give you the correct amount of the width you want. So you can just do that by just clicking loading this page here, and go to the layout and click onto the column width. You can change this numbers here, possibly simply type in, let's say, make it 40%. So now it should be okay, I think. So that's it. Now let's go to the next column here. Maybe just add, see what is this padding here. Okay, so this padding actually there's a subsection. So I think let's go and see what is in the subsection. So this has margin of 60. So I think we don't need this 60 margin here. So we can just reduce it to possibly 30 to stay away from the header. So now next one, these social icon. I think we don't need them here, so just let's remove it. Just click and delete this, and I think this spacer also need to go. So just let this go also here. Now, if you look at this divider, it has some width and space here. Maybe in advance, I think let's make it 0. We don't need any space around this divider. It's already having some 20 pixels. So now this one, I think we also don't need this spacer here. So maybe you can just delete this as well. So maybe I think let's update before we forget, or maybe change anything else. So let's go and preview our page. Now click on this preview button, and now you can see that instead of having map on this, now we got this form is already installed on your web page. So let's go back to the editing area, and let's remove some items here. I think these frequently asked questions are not needed here. So let's click and remove them, and just remove them as well. And now I think this also need to go, or just click and remove it. And now, yeah, leave this. We will change it afterwards. So let's go ahead. And now I think we just need to change some padding here. Maybe let's reduce it. So maybe I think this is good. So let's go and bring our map here. So just go and click onto the widgets and type here Google, and you can see here that the only one option which you got is the Google Maps. So drag these Google Maps here and drop it under this frequently asked questions here, and here we go. You can see our Google Map is already loaded, and now you can see that it is showing a location of some London Eye or something. So we just need to load our address here. So let's go back and grab the address from our page here. So let's copy this address from the contact page, and let's come and click on and paste in this area here. So now you can just see that our location is showing exactly the location which is on our contact address here. So let's go and do some changes, and let's the map doesn't look good in a small box here. So let's go change the content width from box to full width here, and now it looks better. And I think maybe we just need to also change the zoom of this map. So let's go load the map here. So let's change the zoom from here to possibly 15 here. Yeah, let's type in 15. Yeah, okay, that I think should look good. And now I think let us adjust the height of the map, because it's a very small bar. So let's move this button here, and let's do it somewhere around 500. Let's key in the number here. So I think that looks good now. So you can see that it's quite sufficient. It looks okay. So let's go ahead and now change the frequently asked questions to just type directions here. Possibly that's what it should show. So yeah, here we are. So you can see that you have already successfully inserted the Google Map in your contact form, and we have a contact form as well in it. So just I think remove this spacer here. We don't need this. So update this again. So let's go and view our page, and you can see that it looks beautiful now. I think that is satisfying now. So this is a contact page. You can edit. This is the way you can actually change the way your contact form should look. So now let's go back, and as we are almost done creating and editing our website, What we need to do is now to just know how to take a backup of your website. And for doing that, also we are going to install one plugin, and that plugin also is free. So let's go ahead, click onto the plugin area, and in here you can just go and search for the add new, click onto add new, and into the search bar type here all-in-one WP migration. So as you tap all-in-one, you can see that the plugin is already loaded. This plugin is also a very good plugin. I mean, I think this is the best plugin for the starters. I mean, all these novice people who just learning how to create a website, this is possibly the best plugin for them to take a backup. It's very simple backup and very dependable. The free version has some limitation about 256 MB of the website. At initial stage, your website will be somewhere about 100, 150, maybe 100, under 200 MBs. So you can use this. So you can also see that it has about 3 million plus active installation and about 6,600 4.5 rating. It is actually very well tested. I used it for a very, very long time on my smaller websites. Of course, when your website grows up, so you just need to go to a different solution afterwards. Maybe you just purchase a license, but let's go ahead and install this plugin now. And as soon the installation is done, click onto the activate button here. And after the activation, you can just see on your left side here, there's a new item had appeared on your dashboard menus here, all-in-one WP migration, and just click on it, and it will click on either if you click onto the main menu or just click on export, it will load this page here. So from here you can see there's an option for you to export to, and there are a lot of options here. And of course, being a free version, you are only authorized to download it to file, I mean to your computer. With the paid version, you can use the other options. So just click onto the file here, and it will start creating the backup of your website. And just wait. It depends on the content of your website, how much how big your website is. It will take time, but it's very small. It's already done. So you can see that it is about 111 MBs of website what we had actually created or worked on it. So just click on this to download this this to your download folder, or maybe your computer, wherever your files are saved. And just I think it's a few seconds, so I'm not stopping the video. So let's go ahead and wait till it is done. And it's almost done. It's about 2 seconds, and let's say it is done. Okay, so as soon the download is completed, make sure that you have it, and then click onto the close button here. And I think let's remove this bar as well. So now you have already downloaded this into your computer. So now let's go and see, click onto this backups here. So this backup which you downloaded, it's already saved on your server here. And when your backup is saved on your server, it is occupying space. And being a free version, you cannot restore it from here, so you have to download. So instead of just leaving your backup onto the server, it's never a good idea, because sometimes server has a problem and then your backup is also gone. So if you have already downloaded, then it's no need to leave this file here. So let's go ahead and you can delete this. As you can see that you can still download. There's a restore option, but this is for the paid version, and we just don't need it. So let's go click on delete, and it will ask you again, are you sure if you want to? So let's say yes, we want to delete it, and that's it. You have actually created backup and downloaded to your computer. Now let's go and do something nasty with our website and see if our backup will bring it back. So let's go to the pages here, click onto all pages, and let's delete one of these pages here. And which page should we delete? Okay, let's click and delete the contact page here, which we just added some function to it. So just click on trash here, and now you can just see that this page has been moved into the trash. And let's go and check it, refresh this page first to see that if this is gone. So you can see that the contact is not here, so our contact page is gone. And so let's go back to the panel, editing panel here, and see if we can restore this from the backup. And always remember, restoring backup does not mean that you're restoring one page. That is overwriting the whole of your website. So just be careful. Do not think that it will just only bring this page and it will not overwrite the existing site. So just let's go back and now click onto the all-in-one WP migration, and here click onto the import button here. So this will bring up this page here. So just drag and drop back up here. So let's go bring it and drop it here. And now just wait again. Depends on the size of your website. If it's bigger, it will take a while to be imported. But it's about 110 MBs. I think my net speed is okay. So we will just be there for a few seconds. So it's almost done. Yeah, it's almost done. Yeah, okay. So just wait till it prompts you. Now it's preparing, and now it's checking all your extensions. And now after this, when you get this message here, so just be very careful, read it, and it is warning you actually that it is going to overwrite your website, including the database. And when you are sure that you want to do it, just click on proceed here, and it will take a little while to just rewrite everything on your server. So just wait a few more seconds. And do not close this tab, otherwise your backup or maybe your restoring will fail. So now after doing this, you have two options here. I mean, you can of course click the finish button. You have two options here. If you click on the first option here, save permalink structures, it will open in a new window, and then you can save it. Or optionally, you can just review plugins, open into new window as well. But we will just click onto the finish, because I know that what I'm doing here. So let's go click onto the finish here. And now we can just go into the settings here, and from the settings, let's go click onto the permalinks, and it will load this permalink page here, and you can just click save changes, and it's a safe practice always to do it twice and save changes again. And now your website has been actually restored. So let's go and check, go back to that our page again and reload it. And now here you can just see that our contact page is back. So just click on it, so you can see our page is loaded back. And now click on home page. Let's see whole our website. Yeah, we have all these pages here. Look at our team page. It is also there. Click onto this button. Let's go back, check on about us page. And yeah, it is there. And let's go and see the blog page here. So we can see our new blog post is also there, and a contact page is here. So let's go back to the home page. All right, so that's it for this tutorial, guys. For those who had made till the end of this video, congratulations. You have learned so much in this video. You have learned the difference in between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. You have learned what is content management system and what are the content management systems available for you to choose. You have learned how to get a domain name and sign up for the web hosting. You have learned how to install WordPress and import a fully built website into your server, and edit the website, create a new page, delete a page, edit a page, install plugins, and create contact form, and also take a backup of your website. So that's a good achievement. So congratulations again. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And if you like this video, share with your friends. My name is Mazhar, and at Right Solutions, I create tutorial for all you DIY people. So till the next video, stay safe, stay happy.